Good afternoon, students. We will be starting the session right away. Just to remind you, this is an orientation session by Dr. Vikas Devikirti sir for the students of GS Foundation Live online course. For any queries, we kindly request you to save the following number 8929439709. Please do forward your queries and we'll try our very best to forward it to sir and to answer them. Thank you. We also kindly request students to turn on your camera, and now we shall hand over the platform to Dr. Vikas Devikirti sir.
Thank you, Georgie.
Thank you. Welcome, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Most welcome. Thank you. All the students are in the webinar now?
Yes, sir. We have around 135 students.
Okay, perfect. So first of all of you are welcome to the Drishti family, and I think this is the first interaction between us. We have been working for civil services preparation for last 20 years, more than 20 years, since 1999. But we have always been habitual of taking offline classes, face-to-face classes, in which we have the students sitting in front of us, and that's very interesting in every sense. But sometimes, you know, the times of struggles, times of problems are also the times of opportunities when we do something new, when new vistas are open to us. And when this COVID happened last year, then the whole mechanism of taking classes, taking tests, everything stopped at a single moment. And we had been struggling for last 1 year to develop some mechanisms to address the concerns of the students who were not able to come to Delhi for so many reasons, including this COVID issue. We tried a lot of things, and we started some pen drive courses. We saw a lot of online platforms, how to deliver everything through online medium. But somewhere we found that even the online systems are not up to the mark, in the sense the satisfaction that a student gets in the classroom course is not exactly replicated in the online courses due to various reasons. And then we decided to do a lot of hard work to bring both the experience to equal level. And we took around 1 year for this, especially last 6 months. But now with this batch, this is in English medium, our first online batch, proper online batch. We have been having offline batches in English, in Hindi. We started first online batch in Hindi last week, and this is the first online batch in English. And now, after 6 or 7 months of hard work, we have been able to devise a strategy through which we can deliver almost everything that we used to deliver in the offline classes through the online mode. And now, today, 3 months ago, if someone asked me, even my relatives, even my friends, some of my friends have their sons and daughters who are preparing for civil services. So they used to ask me whether we should go for online or offline. We should wait for the offline, or we should try something in online. I used to say online is fine, but offline is offline. Offline is always better than offline. This used to be my statement in such questions. But during last 3 months, I realized a lot of things. And we didn't only realize the things, we also tried to incorporate all the possible things into this batch. And now, if someone asks me, even my son, maybe he'll be preparing for civil services after 4 or 5 years. Maybe he will not, I don't know. But if someone asks me, should we go for online or offline? You'll be surprised to know that now my genuine answer would be online is better than offline. And I'm not saying you only because you are the online students. I have sufficient reasons to tell you, so that you must have a good feeling that you are studying in the proper medium. You should not have the feeling that you are the deprived ones who are not able to sit in the real classrooms, and you have to somehow manage preparing through the online modes. we have sufficient reasons to understand that studying in online medium nowadays has become better than offline. How? Let us start with this, then we'll discuss something about civil services, something about this batch. This is the very first class. I'm not going to give you any difficult things to understand, to comprehend, just an informal conversation, just some. Then you can ask some questions if you have, because right now you are the beginners and we do not expect beginners to know something much. We just expect you to be lively persons, keen, curious to study, and hardworking to manage everything with the batch, nothing else. So in today's class, you are not even supposed to make some notes and anything else. You just are supposed to enjoy and understand the basics of everything. Fine. So first of all, if you are under any kind of stress that some gyan will be coming to us, no. Today, it's not a class. It's just an interactive session. Fine. Tomorrow onwards, you will be having a lot of things in your plate, and you'll be supposed to write down a lot of things. You'll be supposed to write answers and a lot of things. So, why am I saying that online has become a better medium than offline studies? And the same person who used to believe the vice versa 3 months back, why a person like me has come to a different understanding altogether. First thing is, you have the choice of attending classes at your preferred time. If you know, in all the online classes, not only about the IAS, when we are taking the classes are live. The timing is 11:30, as you know. From tomorrow, you will be having a class at 11:30 every day. The class will be for 2.5 hours. During last 21 years of our existence in this sector, we have many times faced the problem, like the teacher is taking the class, but the student that day, due to some problem, was not able to attend the class. Maybe due to fever, maybe due to some personal work, maybe some other engagements. And if a class missed, and if a very important concept has been discussed in the class, and the further classes are based on that concept, the student had to wait until in the next batch the same topic is being taught. We used to give permissions to such students in the next batches, but again, that was not in our hands. Maybe after 2 months, maybe after 3 months. In online classes, the best thing which I love the most is, first of all, you can attend the class whenever you want. If you are not free at 11:30, it's not a problem. The live class will be there. But as soon as the live class gets completed, within half an hour or within 1 hour, the same class in recorded mode will be available to you in the app in your course. Some students have very good speed of understanding, very good speed. Suppose there is a person from you who has done masters in history and who has genuinely done masters in history. He doesn't only have a degree, he or she has genuinely studied history so well. And the class is of history. We are having a history class. And the topic which is being dealt in the class is a topic which he or she has been very comfortable with. Now, he or she doesn't want to spend so much time, maybe 2.5 hours he doesn't want to spend. So he or she has an option. He or she can fasten the speed, increase the speed of the class, and see the class of 2.5 hours in 1.5 hours, maybe even lesser time, because he or she just wants to listen to the class in a very fast mode, just in order to ensure that nothing important or nothing new is missed out. And that can be done with a very good speed. In some classes, I used to take the classes with 500 to 800 students sitting in the offline classes. That has been a habit for us for a long time. And you cannot expect, any teacher has to understand that in any class, all the students will not be having the same level of understanding in all subjects. Maybe some of you will be very good in science. Maybe some of you are coming from economics background, so you will be having an upper hand in economics. Everyone will be having an upper hand in some segment. In some segment, you will be maybe the one from the behind. So at that time, what we believe in the class is that all the students who are weak in the segment should get the opportunity of understanding the things, maybe twice, maybe thrice, maybe gradually. And in the online class, the best benefit is that you can listen to the class any number of times as you want. Any number of times, till 3 years. So you can understand the concept, you can again revise the concept, you can make your notes. This is what we were never able to give in the offline classes. Then, not only the timing of the classes, you have a better visibility like we are having the class now. All of the students sitting anywhere. In the offline classes, in the first 2-3 rows, the students who are sitting there definitely in a better position to see the teacher, to see the board, to ask the questions. But in the online class, everyone has the equal access to the visibility. You can see the teacher, you can see the whiteboard or the interactive panel. Today, I'm not using the panel because it's a discussion only, but from tomorrow, you'll be having all the classes through interactive panel. There will be a lot of maps and everything. In offline classes, every day we used to listen to the complaints of the students sitting behind that we were not able to exactly see what was there on the board. In online classes, we haven't heard any such problem so far because everyone has the equal access to the visibility. A lot of other benefits, but since last 1 year, we had been trying to develop a mechanism in which online becomes almost equal to or better than offline, but there was a problem. The problem was with the notes, with the content, with the study material. All the online platforms used to give PDF notes only. And the students were expected to get the printouts, then get the notes into bound form, and a lot of other hassles. So now what we have devised is giving all the facilities of the classroom course to you at your doorstep, with the only difference that the classes will be given online, but the classes will be given in a manner that is better than the offline classes because you have the access to classes 3 years unlimited. Now what remains is, suppose you have to ask some questions. How will you ask? In the offline classes, after every class, some of the students, in 500 students, we found that in every batch, there used to be around 10 or 15 students who used to be very keen, very curious. Sometimes this curiosity is related to the exam. Sometimes it is not much related to the exam, but they are curious. And they have the access to the teacher after the class to ask the questions. This is one thing in which offline seems to be a better option than the online classes. So we devised a simple mechanism which is being offered to you. We tried two methods for this. One was, which many online classes do have. We can also have, but we have purposefully decided to stop that process. The first option was that the teacher does have a mobile number or a huge TV screen in front of him. And when the class is going on, you can ask the question, you can just SMS the question, in the app, and the question gets reflected in the screen, which is in the front of the teacher. And he will just look at the question and answer to you with your name. This is one way of addressing the questions. But when we made some trials on this, we found that the teacher gets distracted again and again. In the offline classes, what we do is, we generally ask the students to keep quiet during the class. If they have a very fundamental question, which is good for all the students of the class, they are encouraged to ask in the class itself. But when the question belongs to only their curiosity, we request them to keep quiet during the class and ask the question after the class. And if the question is very good, which should be addressed in front of all the students, we request them again to bring the question in the next class and write a slip, write the question on the slip and put it on the table of the teacher, on the dais of the teacher, so that the teacher, as soon as when he's starting the class, he can address the questions which are important to all the students. So we developed a mechanism in the same sense for online classes, which you will be having from tomorrow. What you are supposed to do is, as soon as you have a question, just write down on your paper. As soon as the class gets over, you must have been given a mobile number for WhatsApp messages. If not, please write down the number. This is the only thing that I will expect you to write down in this class, a phone number. The number is 8929439709. I'll repeat the number, 8929439709. Fine. This is the number which will save your lives every time. This number belongs to a person who will be acting as the batch coordinator for you. The person can be he or she. Sometimes it can be he, sometimes it can be she. Because the persons will be changing, the number will be same throughout your batch. Now what you have to do is, whenever you have a question in a class, just write down the question and WhatsApp your question on this number with your name. And the batch coordinator has a responsibility, like in tomorrow's class, let us assume. The class will get over around 2 p.m. It's a 2.5 hours class. Maybe initially 5 to 7 days we'll have 2 hours class, because many of you will not be able to handle 2.5 hours class in the first meeting. So we'll gradually increase the time of classes. What we do in the offline classes as well. So if you have a question tomorrow only, or you may have 2 or 3 questions, don't send 2 or 3 messages, send one message on a single day. And you can say, my name is this, I have these questions, 1, 2, 3. Write down the questions and send to the number. That's all. Now the batch coordinator has a responsibility. He or she will club or merge all the questions. Like there will be a question which will be asked by 5 students, same question, maybe with little different languages. So what he will do is, he will write a question and then write the names of the students who have asked this question and all the questions in one single message. He will send the message to the teacher, or maybe the printout through MS Word document. And when the teacher comes for the next class, he will be having a document of all the questions you have asked. So even yesterday we had a meeting with all the teachers how to deal in online classes. In Hindi medium batch, which we started last week, we developed the approach of answering all the questions in beginning of the class. But within 2 days, we realized this is not going to work. How? Because the new students have a lot of queries. Some of them may not be very deep, may not be very good, but they have the queries. And everyone wants his or her queries to be answered. So in the very first class, we found almost 50 to 60 questions came. And since I had requested the teacher to answer the questions in the beginning of the class, so he did. And what happened was, around 1 hour or some more time of the class went in answering all the questions. And then we received a new set of messages that we are understanding everything very clearly and we don't have any questions, no doubts. Why should we waste our 1 hour in listening to the answers to the questions of those who were not able to understand? we were able to understand. Why should we waste our time? And that was again a very genuine request. So we changed the methodology, which we will be implementing in your batch as well. Now the method is, I have discussed with teachers that segregate the questions. If you find 2 or 3 questions which are very fundamental and which are in the benefit of all the class students, those questions should be addressed in the beginning of the class. If you find some questions are particularly limited to the student himself or herself, because this is pertaining to his or her understanding, not with the class, answer those questions in the end of the class. And there will be some questions which will automatically come within the class when you are referring to something and the question is related to that aspect only. Refer to those questions then and there. But any specific question asked by a student which is not important for all the students of the class should be answered in the end. And after saying that the class is over, now I will be answering the questions which have been sent by the students. So if you want to listen to the answer, you can stay. And if you are done with today's class, if you have understood everything, you can leave so that you can save your time. This is the mechanism which we have developed to address your queries. And rarely, if there are a lot of queries on some specific topic, we can even have a Zoom meeting with the teacher and the students together. But that doesn't work well. So our experience we have found. In a Zoom meeting when around 100 or 200 or 500 students are there, as soon as we give the opportunity of asking questions, the questions become very personal. Not personal about their personal lives, but the personal understanding of the subject. And then the distraction level becomes so high that it doesn't remain sustainable. So this is the mechanism which we will use to bring the efficacy or efficiency of these classes to the level of offline classes, question asking. Third thing, for becoming an IAS officer, now if you have decided to get into civil services to be an IAS or IPS or IRS officer, the most important thing is you need the notes, printed notes, as well as the class notes. And the PDF don't work. They only give a false kind of satisfaction that you have the notes, but you don't exactly have the notes. So what we are doing is, all of you who had taken admission around 10 days back or 7 days back must have received a packet by now at your home, at your address. And those who have not will be receiving maybe in next 2, 3 days, 4 days. So from the date of your admission, generally within 10 days. Now this is the COVID time. There are a lot of lockdowns everywhere. So it may take maybe 2, 3 more days because the courier services and postal services are working very slowly this time. But yes, generally it takes 10 days. So from the date you took the admission or the date the batch started, within next 7 to 10 days, you will be receiving first box of notes. There will be box. And what you will be receiving? You have 12 segments in general studies in UPSC, and we will send you 12 booklets of notes, each booklet for one segment. And in many institutes, I have seen the notes are just to give for an eye wash, that we have given you the notes. That's all. And the quality of notes is so poor that no student is seriously interested in having any access to the notes or referring to the notes. But let me tell you very clearly, we do not work in this way. We have a very good team of content writers, editors, 700 working people are with us in Drishti family, and we do anything very seriously. Your notes have not only been prepared seriously, we always keep on editing them, improving them, and any kind of betterment which can be possible, we do not leave that. So I am genuinely requesting you to make these notes your basic books. If you have studied NCERTs, it's good. If you have not, nothing to worry about. If you can study the NCERT along with the classes, it is good. If you have some kind of hatred with the NCERT books and you have decided not to even touch them after the school life, even that will work, not an issue. NCERTs are not the necessary books that have to be read for the UPSC. They help. They definitely help if you can go through them. And I will not answer this question whether you should go for NCERT books or not. This question will be addressed by all the faculty members about their segments. Because for every segment, this answer has to be different. Maybe for science, the teacher can say, yes, you should. Maybe for polity, the teacher would say, no, it doesn't make any sense. Because in polity, you don't have the NCERTs which are very close to your syllabus. They are quite distant with your syllabus and you don't get direct understanding for your syllabus through polity books of NCERT. Maybe in history or geography, it's very good. So I will leave this question to be answered by the faculty members only. And whenever the first class happens, maybe they address this question by themselves. Otherwise, you can ask through WhatsApp, they will answer the question. But I am sure about one thing, the notes which we are sending to you are one of the best study material for UPSC. And use them as your Gita and Bible or Quran, whatever you follow. And that will be the material for your preparation. And I would say that material should be used in addition to the class notes. But how the classes will be functioning, let me tell you. From tomorrow, we are starting history segment, and Mr. Tawqir Zafar, who has been a researcher of Delhi University and has been teaching for the last 20 years, will be taking your class. Now, his method is he will not only be teaching, you will be enjoying the classes. In online segment, there is one problem only, that the teacher is supposed to teach in front of camera. And when we teach in front of camera, it's very difficult to be very lively in those classes because you don't have the human beings to laugh with. You don't have the human beings to interact with. That is the problem. So as soon as the offline classes are permitted in Delhi, nowadays we are having the lockdown in Delhi and we are not able to have the classes. So even we are not able to have access to our studios from where we have the classes generally. So what we have done is we have made studios in the houses of the teachers only. So from tomorrow, the teacher will be taking the class from his home only, where we have developed a studio to take the class. This is a temporary arrangement until the classes are started, offline classes. As soon as the offline classes will start in Delhi, we'll give you the classes directly from the classroom. Till the time offline classes are not starting, we are giving you the classes through the studios. So, and when the offline classes will be given to you, direct live classes, you'll enjoy much because in those classes, the teacher has students in front of him. They ask the questions and you automatically get all the answers which you may have in your mind, which is the questions you may have in your mind. And the teacher smiles, he laughs, and he becomes very lively in the real offline classes, which you will have the access to later on. So what he will do from tomorrow is he will first elaborate a concept. We believe teaching concepts, not teaching facts, because facts can be given to you in printed form and you can have the reading only. So he will be discussing with the concepts. He will be telling you which main facts you need to remember. And once all the concept has been dealt with, maybe let us take an example. If he has a question which has 4 parts, like what was the condition of the world in 14th century, Renaissance, maybe he'll be starting from the world history tomorrow. Now, in order to understand 14th or 15th or 16th century, where from he'll be starting, he will be dealing with the economic aspects, social aspects, cultural aspects, religious aspects, political aspects. So first he will deal with all the aspects in brief. Then he will deal one part in detail. And as soon as he discusses, then he will say, now let us note down some points. he will be dictating the points as if he is teaching the students in front of him. He won't be able to see any of you. Only you will be able to see him in the live class. But he will assume, we assume in the live classes that students are sitting in front of us. And as we dictate in the classes, because you also need to understand how to write precisely. The whole challenge in UPSC is if you have the ability of writing in a very good speed, and if you have good presentation skills in your answers, if you can write very precise and very effective answers, that is the key to success in UPSC, and that is the only key to success in UPSC exam. So new students generally don't understand what to write and what to leave. If they have a matter of around 1000 words and they are supposed to write only 200 words. I even face some students who say, if we have to write in 200 words, why are you teaching 1000 words? And then we have to make them understand that we do not know what question is going to come. And in any topic, there can be tens of questions which can be asked. And for being able to answer any of the questions in 200 words, you have to read at least 2000 words. And then the problem is, if you have studied something in 1000 or 2000 words and you have to write only 200 words, how to make it possible, how to make it precise? And this is the skill which doesn't come in a day. And the teachers give some dictations in order to make you understand that all the concept that I discussed in front of you now, I am bringing that concept in just 200 words in front of you. Write down and try to understand how you have to answer the questions in UPSC. So even the dictations would be there. And from tomorrow, please be prepared. You have to sit with your notebook in your hand with the pen ready, and you have to write a lot of things. So two things, how your questions will be addressed, how you will be given the notes, and these notes will be associated with the class notes you will be taking during dictation. And that will be the prime source, primary source. Class notes is the primary source, and the printed booklets of notes is the secondary source. And generally, these two sources should be sufficient for your preparation. So this is about the notes. Now 3. I hope you know in civil service exam, there are 3 stages. One is preliminary exam, one is mains, and one is interview. We will be discussing these things in some other time in detail. So let us just presume that you know one is prelims exam, one is mains, and one is interview. In prelims, objective type questions are there. In mains, you are supposed to write the answers, that is subjective test. And the interview is the test of your personality, in which your presentation skills, your decision-making skills are tested. The approach to prelims is you should be able to study minutely, everything so minutely, because how they ask is, earlier, 20 years back, the questions used to be very simple. Like I give you a very simple example. I know such kind of questions will not be asked, but just to explain the question. Parliament of India is situated at which of the following cities in India? Delhi, Bhopal, Kolkata, Mumbai. I know this is a very simple question. I'm just telling you to make it clear the nature of questions. So a question, 4 options. 1 option is right and 3 are wrong. And anyone who has studied seriously must be able to answer such questions. Now, the approach of UPSC is so difficult these days. What they do is, which of the following statements is not correct about the proceedings of the parliament? A. Now there are 4 statements. In all the 4 statements, in every statement, they will ask a different question. That if there is a joint session of the parliament, the vice president of the country or the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha will preside over it. This is one statement. Second, A joint sitting of the parliament can only be called under Article 108 of the Constitution. This kind of four statements. And the question is, which of the following statements, which of the above statements is wrong? Now, three are right, one is wrong. In the name of one question, they will ask you four questions. And if you don't know any one of the statements to be right or wrong, your answer generally will get wrong. It means they are testing the level of your depth. They are testing the level how minute you have been able to study the syllabus prescribed by the UPSC. Conceptually minute as well as factually minute. But they are not interested in the meaningless facts. They are interested only in the facts which are important about the subject. That the teacher will tell you which facts are to be taken seriously. In the mains, the nature is different. They will ask you a question on which you have to write around 200 words, sometimes 100 words, sometimes 250 words. And the questions can be very specific to very general, like in ethics paper, which I will be teaching you. In ethics paper 4 in mains is called ethics, integrity, and aptitude. There can be a question, what do you understand by the conflict of interest? Or what do you understand by the voice of the conscience? Tell us some examples of your life when you have heard your voice of conscience and have acted upon that. Now, this is a very general question, subjective, depends on you, depends on your personality. Sometimes they can ask you very specific questions. Maybe, do you think the handling of the COVID pandemic in India by the government has created some constitutional questions with regard to federalism and emergency and other provisions? Discuss the provisions of the Constitution which you think should be reconsidered in reference to the COVID pandemic of 2019. Now, this is not a question which you can answer yourself. You need to go through the Constitution properly. You need to understand all the articles, all the important articles of the Constitution and the current affairs, because these questions come from the discussions which are happening over the media, happening in the media, over the internet, and from there they ask such questions. So, an interview, they see your smartness, they see your wisdom, they see your decision making. They will give you some conceptual questions, some factual questions, but the focus of the interview is to assess your personality, your decision making skills. They can ask you some situations. Suppose you are the DM of a district or the collector of the district, and this situation has come in front of you. How will you manage? Suppose you are the senior superintendent of police of the district, and you get a news that a person who is accused in at least 50 crime cases amounting to murder, amounting to gang rape, amounting to other kinds of heinous things, he has been caught by the villagers and he has committed a gang rape with his gang recently, maybe 2 or 3 hours back. While fleeing, he has been captured by the villagers and they are willing to kill him. What will you do? You know he has political links, and as soon as you leave him, he will get out of the jail through his political links. And you know very well, proved or not in the court, you know very well that he is the culprit. He has committed a lot of gang rape and murder events or the crimes. Now you have reached there with your police team. You have all the assailants with you, guns, etc. What will you do? Let the villagers kill him, or you will kill him through an encounter, or you will do what the laws say, you will arrest him and take to the jail, knowing that he will be coming out of the jail within next 2-3 days, and then again committing a lot of crimes. Such questions. I know you must be thinking, what should I answer in this question? So this we will deal later on. Let us start with the studies, and these questions will be dealt later on. Fine. In ethics, I will be discussing a lot of such problems, because in ethics, we have to handle such questions. So first of all, you have to understand that for prelims, for mains, and for interview, you need a different skill set. And all the skills taken together is the skill set which you need to be a civil servant, which you need to qualify this exam. So the teachers will be focusing not only on the facts for the prelims. He will also be discussing the concept and the possible dimensions of the topic in order to address all possible questions for the main examination. He will tell you from every topic that these are the possible questions in this topic, and after having done the topic, let us see, are we able to answer all these questions or not? And he will dictate you some model answers so that you can frame your answers gradually. Maybe after 7, 8, or 10 days, he will ask you to try your hands on writing answers. Now, the third thing is, in offline classes, when students write the answer, they have the possibility of getting them evaluated. How will you do that? So you have to do nothing for that. Just write an answer at your home, and as soon as the answer is done, take a photo of the answer, click it, or better if you can have an app like Cam Scanner used to be there, a Chinese app. We have some alternatives to that. Take an image of the answer. If possible, get it, should be legible for the person who is evaluating, and send it to the batch coordinator through WhatsApp. We have a team of examiners which will be taking care of all your answers. It should not be innumerous, it should be under limit, and that limit will be told to you by the team. But we will evaluate your answers, and with the suggestions how you can improve in writing will be sent back to you through WhatsApp. We have this facility on the app also, but that takes some more time. So let us make the things easy. Just write the answer, click, and send on the WhatsApp number. That's all. Then it's our responsibility how to manage it. In offline classes, we have some regular tests. How to do that? So we will be having 9 prelims tests for you on the app. In prelims, it's objective. So on the app, you have to just click the right answer and the test is done. Your score is out. For the mains, we will send you the booklets of test. In UPSC nowadays, the question paper doesn't come separate and the answer sheet is separate. No, the answer sheet includes the questions. So we will send you the test papers, including the questions, in the same format as UPSC does. And we believe that you are very honest people and you will be writing the answers in the test-like conditions. Even if you cheat, you will not be cheating us, you will be cheating yourself. How can you cheat us in this matter? So we'll be expecting you to write your answers in the test. Maybe we can decide a date of the test, or maybe it can be left to you. The teacher will discuss with you. Because sometimes you may find it easier for you that today I can take the test. I am free as well as I'm done with this part of the syllabus. Sometimes we can decide the dates. And you'll be requested to answer the questions in the given time frame without using the books or notes in front of you, and then take the pics of all the pages, make a PDF and send to us, and we will evaluate that. We'll be having almost 24 tests for you in these 3 years. Other than this, we want you to qualify through prelims and mains and also the interview. We will be sending you 12 more books for this. We have a huge publication division with us, which is known as Drishti Publications. We print a lot of things for that. There is a series called Prelims Practice Series, which we launched in Hindi last year, and this year we are launching the same in English. We don't translate things from Hindi to English or English to Hindi. We develop all the books independently. What is this series? In prelims, what exactly helps is you have read everything, all the concepts have been done, but still there are a lot of chances that you miss out the questions because you didn't study with the level of preciseness that was required. And you understand this lacuna only when you are faced to some questions in which you find that out of the 4 statements, you are able to understand only 2. And remaining 2, you read something about that, but you were not very keen at that time. You didn't notice that what can be the real question from there. That is why it is believed that unless you have a lot of practice for the prelims with the same questions the UPSC has asked or the level of questions which UPSC generally asks, you won't probably make it to the mains. So what we have done is we have developed a series of books, 6 books, that is known as prelims practice series. We have probably published 3 books of them so far, and 3 are coming in next 2-3 months. We will send you all these books. What we have done in this, like in polity or in history. For last 10 to 20 years, all the questions which UPSC has asked in history, we have classified the question according to topics. Not only UPSC, even the state PCS exams, maybe UP, maybe Bihar, maybe Gujarat, maybe Maharashtra, maybe Rajasthan. Not only that, even the UGC net questions, because they are very close to the master's level. Even the questions asked by the UPSC in other exams, maybe NDA, maybe CDS, maybe CAPF, maybe PF exam. We have collected all the questions of each segment. Then we have classified the questions according to the topics. We have put all the questions together. And not only the questions, also the answers and the explanations of why this answer is right and why this answer is not right. And as soon as you are done with the segment and then you practice through that book, I'm almost sure that in prelims, you will not find any question which you don't have a good idea of beforehand. So we'll send you 6 books for the practice of prelims. Other than this, in this batch, you are entitled to have for 3 years the prelims test series which we conduct every year. In 1 year, we have 30 tests, 25 for GS, 5 for CSAT, and you'll be having the access to this test series for 3 years. I mean, 90 tests you will be having of the exactly same nature that UPSC asks. And I'm sure if you have done those 90 tests as well as these prelims practice series books, prelims should not be a problem or a challenge for you anymore. Then we have another series called Mains Capsule. Because prelims is fine, but ultimately your selection depends upon the mains, your performance in main exam. For mains, what you need to understand is the nature of questions and how to answer them. Which point should be dealt with in the answers? This is the focus. So what we have done is we have taken all the questions of the mains paper-wise. Paper 1, there is a book. Paper 2, there is a book. 3, 4. And we have a 5th book, which is about the current affairs, which come in all the parts of the UPSC papers. So all the questions asked for last 5, 6, 7 years, we take them. We'll include some more questions from our side, and we will answer all the questions as it is. Maybe if UPSC wants 200 words, we will answer in 300 words sometimes in 350 words, so that you have enough points that even if you forget few of them, you should be able to write at least 200 words in the exam. This is the approach behind those books. I have seen some people who qualified the prelims but who did not have any preparation for mains. And they just read all those answers and they performed so well in the main exam because some of the knowledge they had in the prelims only, and for means also they had a lot of answers already written. If you read 100 answers in a segment, you are almost able to answer any other question because you have an idea of everything. So we'll be sending you 6 books of prelims practice series, 5 books of mains capsule, 3 more books. One is prelims solved papers, one is mains solved papers, one is essay book that we will also send to you. So 12 books of notes, 14 books of maybe assistance to you other than the notes. Then there is a big challenge of current affairs in UPSC. You will be surprised to know that in the main exam, the GS is of 1000 marks, 4 papers, 250 each. Not less than 400 marks out of this 1000 marks, the questions come from current affairs. Current affairs of polity, current affairs of economy, current affairs of international relations, all current affairs. Even in the ethics paper, they may ask you the questions based on the pandemic this year. Even in the history paper, history is supposed to be not a subject of current affairs, but again, they can ask you the handling of pandemics in the history. In 1918, we had a huge pandemic in India known as Spanish flu. Even Mahatma Gandhi, it is said that Mahatma Gandhi was also suffering from that, and he just saved his life from that. There is a possibility in this year's exam, main exam, they can ask you in the pre-independence India, how were the British handling the pandemics in India? So even the history can be associated with the current affairs. That is there. So if you want to get into civil services, you have to be the master of current affairs. How will we help you for current affairs? We'll do 3 to 4 things for that. First of all, we have a website called drishtiis.com. If you haven't seen that website, you are lacking something seriously. Just try to have a look of the website today, and I will request you, not exactly from now, maybe after 3 months, 6 months, when you are comfortable understanding current affairs. Spend at least half an hour or 1 hour on that website every day. This is my first advice to you. Second, we have a monthly magazine of current affairs that is known as Drishti Current Affairs Today. In Hindi as well as in English, we have 2 different magazines, and both the magazines are performing best in terms of the readership in this segment. We will be sending you Drishti Current Affairs Today English magazine every month for next 3 years. Every month you will receive a packet. I'm not talking about PDF of anything. We don't believe in PDFs. They are fake. They don't actually deliver anything. You just have a sense that you have everything in your mobile phone, but you don't have anything when you need that. I'm talking about all hard copies, nothing in PDF. You will be receiving through courier packets our magazine, 36 magazine in next 36 months, till the time you have the validity of this batch. You are valid for 3 years, so 3 years you'll be having the magazine as well. And I can assure you that this magazine is just adequate for reading current affairs. Even if you don't read current newspapers, this magazine will be able to help you. It will be able to manage everything, because when you read current affairs through the newspapers, you are reading one newspaper, maybe 2 newspapers, and if you read one newspaper properly, you have to spend at least 2 to 3 hours. And spending 3 hours on newspaper every day, in my opinion, it doesn't serve the purpose. But the people who are preparing the current affairs for the website and for the magazine, there is one team which is doing this. They are having access to and they are reading properly at least 6 to 8 newspapers. And then adding all the points mentioned in any newspaper which is important, then they are writing the news for you with proper headings, and some headings which only UPSC aspirants do need and the newspaper readers do not need them. Everything in proper points. And UPSC wants everything in points. You have to have a habit of making everything into pointed notes. So this magazine should be sufficient for everything in current affairs, plus our website. One more thing. We have very good teacher for current affairs who reads almost 6 to 8 newspapers every day and make notes for everything for current affairs. They will be giving you the classes of current affairs for 3 years. These classes come in 2 ways to you. One, before every prelims, we have around 30 classes of current affairs specific to that prelims, around 100 hours. And in those 100 hours, the teacher will be dealing with all the current affairs which are important for the UPSC prelim examination of last 1 year. And I'm almost sure that if you have attended those classes, you will not miss. Maybe 1 of 100 you can miss, but 99% questions of your current affairs will be covered from those classes. Again, if you have been reading the magazine and the website, in that case, the classes will just help you to remember, to revise everything. And a good revision is very much required for UPSC prelims, even for mains. If you are appearing for the mains, we will give you some classes of current affairs for mains as well. That is a specific program named as Awake, Answer Writing and Knowledge Enrichment Program. They give access to that course to the students who are appearing for mains. Other than the prelims, after the prelims, every week we have 2 classes of current affairs by the same teacher. That is to cover the current affairs happened during this week. And those classes will be available to you for next 3 years of every week. So if you can develop a habit of listening to 2 classes every week, I'm sure in current affairs, you will be a master of current affairs. No one in your vicinity will be able to talk about current affairs with you. They will be afraid of you. The teacher is teaching to such level in current affairs that you will become the masters of current affairs. The only thing is you should have the patience of attending 2 classes other than these 6 classes every week of current affairs. This is what we have planned for you. All the books, all the notes, all the tests, all the prelims test series, all the current affairs planning, and your doubt solving sessions, even some specific Zoom sessions with the teachers if required, because in my opinion, that doesn't help much, but yes, we can do that. Your batch will be continuing for around 15 months. We know many of the institutes are finishing the batches in 9 months. That is their style, but our style is different. We are not doing these batches in a haste. We are not making any hasty way of teaching. We believe teaching from the very fundamental levels. We believe in the classes the students should not only get the concept, they should also know what to write, where to write, all the dictations, important parts of dictation should be there. And that is why we need some more time. So we will not be in any hurry to finish the batch. I believe this is the first batch. Maybe we finish in 14 months. Maybe it can take 15 and a half months. But to the extent I know it right now, after having talked to all the teachers, I believe 15 months should be the right time to finish this batch, to complete this batch. But we will not complete the batch just because we have to complete the batch. That will depend on your suggestions as well. If in some segment you suggest that the speed should be little slow, we'll make the speed slow. We'll take maybe 5 more classes. If in some segment you feel that we can speeden up the batch, we can have some more time in the classes, we can have, because the segment is easy, we can have the classes of 3 hours every day. We can do that. In that sense, you may save some, maybe 7 days in one segment. So around 15 months, and I believe in 15 months, you must be able to understand all the aspects of general studies. And even after that, we will not leave you. We will keep you associated with us for, 3 years from today, you are with us in this batch. And even after that, we are always there to help you. That's not an issue. This is the way we'll be doing the things. So this is what basically I wanted to tell you. In other orientation classes, what I teach is what is UPSC, what is civil service exam, what is prelims, what is means, what is interview. But since we are having this innovation of online batch for the first time, so I decided to have this orientation class about the methodology we will be having for this class. And as far as the exam part is concerned, I'll take some other sessions. The teachers will also be dealing with those aspects. So Georgie, I think I have discussed few things which I wanted to discuss in the very first meeting. Now I think we should have the doubts of the students or the queries of the students, and at least 7-8 important queries can be discussed. Absolutely. So what is the mechanism you have for this?
So we have received the doubts via the batch coordinator. Students have sent their queries. We'll be raising a few queries. So I shall unmute the student and you can have a direct communication.
Yeah, so have they sent the queries to the batch coordinator only?
Yes, sir. They've sent their queries to the batch coordinator.
On the same number which we have given?
On the same number we have shared.
Very good. Yes. So you are already in practice of this?
Yes. Yes.
Fine.
So the first question is from Bhavya Jain, and she's a little worried about the prelims exam that has been postponed and about her preparation. Sir, I shall unmute her and you can advise her on the basis of the question.
Hello, sir. Actually, it's Bhavya Jain, a unisex name here. So the confusion.
No problem. Please ask your question.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I was not sure that I'll be ready for giving exam in June, but I still registered for the exam. And now, since the prelims have been postponed, I have a feeling that I might be ready, or I may not actually be, because it's still 5 months from now. So should I focus on giving the exam this year, or should I start preparing for next year? What would be the better course of choice?
What's your age right now?
Sir, I'm 29.
29. And this will be your first attempt?
Yes, sir. I'm a working professional.
Fine. And what is your main optional subject?
It's political science and international relations.
You have covered that?
Not yet, sir.
In that case, I would suggest you to prepare for the next year's exam.
Okay.
Otherwise, when you get into this vicious circle, this is a vicious circle. You get into the exam half prepared, and by chance, if you get through the prelims, you get into the mains half prepared, and you will never get sufficient time to be well prepared.
Yes, sir.
So better not to be a Abhimanyu and entering into Chakravyuh. Better to have full preparation of prelims as well as mains and then enter into this exam. So 22 should be the best chance for you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
So we have another question from Jaideep as well.
Jaideep. Okay.
Yes.
Where is Jaideep?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, Jaideep.
My question is, will we focus on this prelim attempt in 2021 itself?
No. In this batch, we are not going to focus on 2021. Not at all, because it's not possible. For a person who is starting the batch from today, he should focus on 22 or 23 according to his or her wish.
In features, it was written as crash courses for prelims. So will it be there for
No, this is not the crash course. That is a different course. The crash course is about the current affairs. And that crash course will be given to you for 3 years. I told you in current affairs, we will be giving you prelim specific classes for 3 years. That is the crash course. So there are some people who enroll for that course only. For them, this is crash course for prelims. For you, this is a part of your curriculum. Fine. And that will be given to you for 21, 22, 23, maybe 22, 23, 24. That depends on you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, Georgie.
So we have a question from Ashish.
Yes, Ashish, what's your question?
Sir, hello, sir. Myself, Ashish Kushwa. And my question is that if our course will going to be for around 15 months, then what will be the correct time for preparing for optional subject?
See, because you will be having only one class every day.
Yeah.
And when should you prepare for the optional subject depends on many factors. Like, if you are just a student and you have a lot of time other than this class.
Yeah, I'm only a student. This is my final year of engineering, so I will be free in the next month also.
So if you are only a student and not a working professional,
yeah,
in my opinion, and then again it depends in which year you are willing to have your attempt, maybe in 22 or 23.
So 22 I am thinking about.
Fine. Those who are only students and willing to have the attempt in 22, they should start their optional subject maybe 1 or 2 months from today.
Okay.
That I'm saying because you will take around 1 month to get adjusted to this batch.
Okay.
As soon as you get adjusted to this batch, you get accommodated with the level of studies with this batch, and you find that you can spend around 3 hours on optional, I think you should start maybe in July.
Okay. Sir, I thought about optional subject as a anthropology. How it is this subject?
In English medium, anthropology has been the best option for last 2-3 years as far as marks are concerned. But again, the trends do change. But for last 3-4 years, anthropology has been a very good subject. Political science has also been very good subject. So anthro is good. If you are comfortable with the subject, you should go for it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Next question,
so
yeah.
We have a question from Shivani Tripathi.
Yes, Shivani. Can you switch on your camera so that we can interact properly? Shivani, I think, is not listening to us.
Shivani, please unmute.
Till that time, we can ask. Okay, she has come.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Am
evening.
I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my basic question was, you had mentioned that this program will be for 15 months, right, from today. And if we are aiming for 2022, whereby the prelims will be somewhere around in June. So how are we planning to complete the course, and how do we go by 2022 when myself is a working professional? So how do we cover that course syllabus?
See, for prelims of 22, we have around 13 months. But for mains of 22, we have around 18 months. So what we'll be doing is we will leave some segments which are only for the main exam. We'll do that later on. And even that can be done around prelims so that you can leave those classes to do after prelims exam because they will be in your app only. One more point which I forgot to mention. All the classes will be done at 11:30 except one, that is my classes. Since I am also supposed to look into all the managerial aspects of the Drishti IAS, I get some less time to take classes. So what I do is I take one batch annually or maybe 2 batches annually. So whenever I take a batch, I request all the students to club together and have my classes. So I'll be starting ethics classes maybe in June only, next month. So my classes, whenever they happen, they will be in addition to your normal classes. But they will be remaining in your app. And if you are not comfortable on those days, you can listen to them later on. And I will be available to answer your questions. That's not an issue. So when we say 15 months, you can say 13 months normal classes plus 2 months of my classes or 50 days around, which will be on some other time. So maybe in 13 months, you'll be able to finish the batch.
Okay. Yeah, another question that I had is in terms of the optional. So I have thought to take sociology as an optional.
Fine, it's good.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing to worry about. In English medium, if you want me to tell which are the good option subjects, very precisely, see whether a subject is good or not for as an option subject, that solely depends upon the scoreability, on the ability of scoring high. I don't consider any other point, whether it is too big or too short. These points do not make much sense, because ultimately this is a competition. And in a competition, you need to have the best weapon with you. And if a weapon saves your time but doesn't save your life, it doesn't mean anything. So it should be scoring. That is the only point. And as far as the scoring pattern of last 3 to 4 years is analyzed, I have analyzed. I believe anthropology, political science. I mean, anthropology is number one without any dilemma, other than mathematics. But mathematics is not good for everyone. It is good for rare people. Anthropology can be good for anyone. On number 3, I will put any literature subject if you belong to that. Maybe Kannada literature, maybe Tamil literature, maybe Hindi literature, maybe English literature, or maybe Maithili. After this league, this is the League 1. Then comes the League 2. In League 2, I will say sociology is very good. PubEd used to be very good. It became very bad in recent years. But last year, again, it has started a comeback. Maybe it will prove to be a good subject in the next some years. So sociology is good. Geography is good. History is good in League 2. And these trends are changeable. Maybe next year, I would say, seeing the results of this year, history is in the League 1 now. So right now, anthropology, political science, League 1, sociology, geography, history, League 2. I think you can choose any of these 5 optionals or a literature subject if you are comfortable with that. So all doubts about optionals answered in one go? Fine. We can go to the next question, Georgie.
Yes, sir. So the next question is from Siddharth. Siddharth.
Yes, Siddharth, what's your question?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Siddharth.
Sir,
okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, currently I am a graduation first year student.
You are graduation first year student. So you will be attempting
yes,
probably in 23 or 24.
24, sir.
Fine.
20. So what will be my strategy for 3 or 4 years?
Your strategy should be attending only one class every day. You are not supposed to do optional subject along with GS. First finish or complete rather. First complete your GS in 15 months. Don't do anything else. Just general studies and current affairs. That's all. Once the general studies has been completed, then think for the optional subject. Once that is completed, then think for the CSET. And during all this time, put your effort on answer writing skills. You should try to write at least one answer every day, maybe starting from June or July 21. And you are the best placed person. This has become possible only due to this online segment, because otherwise, after doing graduation, people used to come to Delhi or other cities, maybe Pune, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, to start preparations. This online has made it possible for the persons starting graduation to complete the civil service preparation along with their graduation, so that as soon as they are graduate, they are ready with everything done for your UPSC exam. So in my opinion, you are the best placed person right now. And now I suggest the college going students that you should start from the very first year or maybe second year. First year is generally for all the fun and musty in college, so you should not miss that. But since this is a COVID time, even you don't have that to do. So when nothing is to be done, then why not studies? So I think in second year, everyone should start preparation for civil services now. in COVID times, first year is the best choice.
Thank you, sir.
So 24 should be your first and last attempt. This should be your strategy.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
So we have another question from Somnath Paul.
Yes, Somnath.
Yeah, very good afternoon, sir. Sir, actually, I had a doubt on choosing the optional subject for me, so
Okay.
it is clear. Yeah. And another question I have, sir. Sir, after closing of each chapters or each section, is there will be any tests, sir?
Yeah, we'll have the test for prelims as well as for mains. And even whenever you think there should be a test, but we have not planned one, what you have to do is you have the WhatsApp number, give your suggestion. We will take your suggestions very seriously if they are doable. Fine. So what I have told you, these are the facilities we have decided to provide to you. There can be some more facilities which you demand, and we believe that these are the genuine demands. We will do that. Not an issue. Fine. This is the first online batch, so we have together the responsibility of making it a perfect structure, and we will do that. Okay. Yes, Georgie.
So we have a question from Tanuj.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am in 12th standard now, and I want to appear in UPSC in 2025. So, what is my strategy for the next 2 years?
Have you joined this batch?
Sir, I want to join this batch in my graduation level.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to suggest you. If you have joined this batch, better get an extension from our team. You should join next year, not this year. This is not the right time.
This is first year. First year I can join.
Yeah, this is a time to play with your friends and have fun in your life. 12th standard is not the right time. This is something premature. I mean, I'm not concerned that will you be able to understand everything. You will be understanding everything.
Yes.
But that is not good for you. You should enjoy your childhood, and then only you should start preparation.
Yes, yes.
So this year, do one thing. I have decided to start a series of webinars, and we are having first webinar on 27th in Hindi and 28th in English. And the topic is how to start your preparation. If you have enrolled for that seminar, I will be discussing for the school students, maybe 15 minutes, what they should do.
And sir, I want to choose my optional subject as a BA honors, political science.
See, maybe the time when you will be appearing in UPSC, there is a possibility that there are no optional subjects in the UPSC syllabus. So don't choose right now. UPSC changes its structure every 5-10 years. And there is a possibility. I'm not sure, nobody is sure, but at least 10% possibility is there that in 2025, there are no optional subjects. So why should you prepare for that right now? Only one thing is final, that general studies will be there. So whenever
it is necessary. It is necessary to take coaching after my 12th standard.
No,
it is necessary.
It's not necessary. It's just an easy way out.
Easy.
In anything of the world can be done without a coaching class. Anything. The coaching class can just make it little easier for you. Fine. Like Narendra Modi did not have any coaching class to be a good PM or a bad PM, whatever it is. So a lot of things are done for the very first time without any coaching classes, and people do everything. Fine. So you can do one thing, you can attend some webinars with me or maybe some other teachers, and they can give you an idea how to prepare, and then you can prepare on your own. Okay. Next question.
So we have a query from Shalini.
Shalini Prabhat, yes.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My question is, a few months back, there was a buzz in media that UPSC is going to decrease the maximum.
Your mic has been muted by mistake.
Okay, sir. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
So, few months back, there was a buzz in media that UPSC is going to decrease the maximum age criteria, that is 32 right now. Is that true, sir? Is there any chance that maximum age criteria is going to be decreased?
See, this is very much likely that something will be done in this regard. But first of all, UPSC does not have the authority of doing this. Whenever this will be done by the government of India, not by the UPSC. DOPT is the right word. DOPT is the Ministry, Department of Personnel and Training, which decides this. So as far as the age is concerned, or the attempts are concerned, number of attempts and the age limit is concerned, that decision is not taken by the UPSC, but by the DOPT. And DOPT directly comes under the Prime Minister, because DOPT does have a Minister of State, Jitendra Singh, who works under the PM. So basically, PM has to decide. In my opinion, and on the basis of the reports submitted to UPSC in this regard, what I presume is, whenever they will reduce the age, they will give sufficient time to the ones who are between the age brackets of 32 and 26. So maybe if you are 29, they will not do anything which is against you. So they can, like for example, they can say, this is 22. The age for UPSC, maximum age for UPSC will be 26 for UPSC from 2028 or 2026. By that time, we will decrease the age limit every year with 1 year. So for 22, it's 32. In 23, it will be 31. In 24, it will be 30 years. So you will get every year the last chance. But you will not be excluded from this process.
Okay.
Because otherwise, there will be a lot of cases against the UPSC and the government of India, and they will not be able to save themselves in the Supreme Court.
Yes,
So if that is bothering you, please remember, maybe you may have to lose one chance, maybe, but generally, they won't do something which can be easily challenged in the Supreme Court or High Court. Fine?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome.
So we'll take another 2 questions and then we'll run them. So next is Nutan.
Nutan. Yes, Nutan, what's your question?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So my question is about, can I appear for the UPSC at the age of 20? Because my graduation will be completed in 23. So can I appear?
You want to appear in the age of 20?
Yeah, so when I'm going to fill up the form, my age will be 20. I won't be 21. So what should I do?
Tell me clearly, when you will be, your graduation will be done in 23.
Yes, sir.
See, for attempting the UPSC exam, you have to fulfill 2 criteria. 1, you should be 21 years of age. 2, you should be a graduate. 21 years,
yes, sir.
What does it mean? Like for 21 exam, on 1st August 2021, you have to be 21 years old. Note at the time of filling up the form. You fill up the form in February or January,
yes, sir.
Depends upon their scheme. So maybe your birthday is in March or April. But if you are 21 years old on 1st August on the same year, then you are eligible to fill up the form in that year. Secondly, if you have been graduated, if you have done your graduation, or you are appearing for the final year of graduation, and you will receive your final mark sheet before the main exam, then you are eligible to attempt for UPSC even without having done your graduation. This is the rule. So since you will be graduating in 23, you cannot appear in the UPSC before 23.
Okay.
Fine. And if you will be 21 years old on 1st August of that year, maybe 2023, then you can attempt.
Okay.
Am I clear,
you,
or have I confused you more?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So another question from Komal.
Komal. Yes, Komal.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, as I have completed my paramedical graduation from paramedical course, this will be my first attempt, and I would like to know about what will be the best optional subject for me, if you can suggest me.
If you are from paramedical sciences,
yes,
any subject can help you. Maybe anthropology, because in anthropology there is a part called physical anthropology, and
okay.
Physical anthropology is easily understandable for the ones who have a background in biology.
Okay, sir.
So because anthropology is otherwise the best option and your background will help you in studying that, so why not anthropology?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I was thinking about history because earlier in your YouTube lecture, I have you were suggesting that history is the most high scoring subject.
No, I have never suggested that. You should listen to that lecture again and
okay,
take
sir.
proper notes of the lecture. I have never said that history is the best scoring subject. In Hindi medium, history is one of the best scoring subjects. This is what I said. And that lecture is specifically for Hindi medium. For English medium, I told you today, anthropology, political science are
okay, sir.
on the top level. History is good, not bad. And since you are starting the classes of history from tomorrow, just give yourself 10 days. And if you are in love with history, then why not to take history?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Maybe after 10 days, you feel a deep sense of love for history. Then you can think for that. Not
okay, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Most welcome.
So one last question from Akash, and then we can end it.
Akash.
Yes.
I think we can have 3-4 more questions because
sure,
at least
sure,
all
sir,
the
time permits.
See, there are 5 hands I am seeing. So
yes, sir.
At least answer all these 5 people.
Okay. Sure.
Next question is from Akash.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Akash. What's your question?
Sir, I asked to you, sir, कि qualifying paper for maths strategy.
Yeah.
English or in.
For the qualifying paper?
Yes, sir, for maths.
Qualifying papers are 2. One is English and one is your
what
Indian
is
language.
strategy for that?
No strategy at all.
Some literature paper also.
A student from English medium
yes,
should not spend even half an hour for preparation of English qualifying paper. Hindi can be a problem for you. Or what is your Indian language?
Hindi.
Hindi. If you are good in writing Hindi, at least if you can write some things in Hindi without any big mistakes, then nothing. It's like asking, sir, I have to have a lunch tomorrow. What should be the strategy for having a lunch tomorrow? Nothing. Your mother or your parents will serve you the lunch. You just eat it. That's all. So the qualifying papers for UPSC means Hindi and English, or maybe Tamil, Telugu, one Indian language and one English. That is such an easy paper for anyone who has the basic understanding of language that you need not waste even half an hour for that. The problem comes only for those who have never been good at languages. I know at least 1 or 2 people. I know a person whose parents used to work in some other country when he was born. So he was born and brought up in some other country. He never had an access to Hindi or any Indian language. So since his parents used to speak some Hindi, so he was able to understand Hindi, but not able to write Hindi because he didn't have any guidance of that sort. Later on, his parents shifted to India. He also came to India. He was very good in English. He knew 2 or 3 more foreign languages, but no Indian language he was able to write and read. Just he could speak. So he failed in this exam consecutively for 4 to 5 years. He came to me once about it, and he wanted a shortcut to qualify the Hindi paper, which I did not have. how can I make anyone successful in the exam? The language he doesn't even know how to read and write. So this paper is only to eliminate those people who do not have any idea of any Indian language or who do not have even the basic idea of English language. So I don't think you should even think about that. Fine, it's very easy. Yes, I I talked about 5 hands, now there are 13 hands. So this is a never-ending process, a chain reaction.
So
Yes.
there's a question from Bhupesh.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, my question is that is Hindi literature a good optional subject for English medium students?
Hindi literature is a very good optional subject for anyone who has good understanding of Hindi, whether he is from English medium or he is from Hindi medium. I can give you an example. Like I am the teacher of Hindi literature, so I come across many students. And every year we have few students of English medium who do very well in Hindi literature. If I tell you the highest score for last many years has been 361 or 363 in UPSC in any optional subject. For mathematics, it was 363 2 years back. Anthropology, it was 361 2 years back. Any subject which is able to get you or which makes you at least eligible to score more than 300 marks is very good. In Hindi literature, last year, there was a boy called, I just forgot the name, Pradeep. He got 74th rank, I think, into IAS. He got 344 marks in the Hindi literature, which was the third highest marks in UPSC in all the subjects. And he was from English medium. So medium doesn't make any difference in the literature subjects, provided you are good in that language. So if you are good in Hindi, you can comfortably choose Hindi literature without any iota of doubt.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Georgie, next question.
So we have a question from Dipendra, but he's logged in from his brother's laptop, hence the name Ankit.
Okay. So Dipendra Aka Ankit. Aka is as known as. Yes, Dipendra, please come with your question.
Dipendra, you're not audible. Can you raise your question, please?
Yes. Your mic is probably switched off, Dipendra. I'm not able to listen to you.
Now am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Please. What's your
sir,
question?
I'm so glad to see you personally. First of all, I would like to thank you.
Who am I? I'm also
thank you,
happy
sir.
to see you. Yes.
Sir, my question is, how can I get some study material so that I can check for optional subject? Like if I am confused between anthro and polity, I can get material of polity easily, but from where I can get anthro material to choose the optional subject?
When is your first attempt expected?
So maybe I will give next year in 2022.
And you are residing at which place?
What, sir?
Where are you staying?
I am staying, sir, in district Banda in UP.
Okay. I really doubt you will be able to have access to anthro material there easily. In anthropology, there is no specific institute, there is no specific teacher which has solved all the problems of all the candidates. So in anthropology, you need to put a lot of efforts to get the material. In political science, it is relatively easy.
Yes, sir.
So in my opinion, don't get confused. Go for political science. That will be easier for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
There is no much difference. And as far as UPSC mains is concerned, political science helps more.
Okay, sir.
It will help you in paper 2. Paper 2 almost paper 2 GS 250 marks comes from
yes,
political.
Sir. That is relatable to paper GS2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that will help you in paper 2.
Yes, sir. Sir, my another doubt is, Sir, how can I cover the exams which are not included in this pack, like two language papers, which is in Hindi is most difficult for me. I have left English 5 years ago in academics. So writing.
But the level of English you are using is more than sufficient to qualify this exam.
So English exam is good for me, but Hindi language exam, which is compulsory and or qualifying nature.
See, since you are coming from UP, Banda,
yes,
and you must be listening to so much Hindi every day in
yes,
your surroundings, and
yes,
you
sir.
must have written Hindi in your school exams.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I think that is more than sufficient.
Sir, I have a writing which I cannot even read myself.
That is the problem of handwriting. That is not the problem of Hindi.
Okay, and sir,
And
from where I can see the question?
If you have a very bad handwriting, this is going to put you into a huge loss in UPSC in all the papers.
Okay, but say in only Hindi handwriting is poor.
Okay, in English your handwriting is good.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Then it's fine. So Hindi, you can try, make it a rule that you have to write 1 page of Hindi every day, maybe half an hour.
Yes, sir. Okay,
it's
sir.
Not a big challenge. That's a very simple thing.
Is there essay practice in this package?
No, it's not a part of this package. We don't even teach that. That is so simple. Why should we teach that? We have never ever made a batch for compulsory papers. Only for English compulsory, for Hindi medium students, there are some people who are very weak, so we have some classes for them. Okay, but for Hindi compulsory paper, we never had a batch. But I think for the first time, I'm listening to such questions. So
not say Hindi,
maybe
I'm asking for essay. Like
for essay, we have the classes. Essay I teach in Hindi medium, I'll be taking in English medium as well. But this is not a part of this batch.
Yes,
for essay, we will be having a different batch. We'll announce when it comes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, most welcome.
Thank you.
So we have a question from Mukesh.
Okay. Yes, Mukesh.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm not too much good in English and not in Hindi also. Actually, I want to know what is my preferred language to choose my exam in writing also, or try to make. I did so many grammatical mistakes in English writing, and so many things I have to think first, then I have to speak. I'm preparing my dialogues for talk to you from next half an hour.
See, in all the 4 or 5 sentences you spoke, there was only one grammatical mistake. It means, as far as the grammar is concerned, you are good. There is no problem. Only one mistake was there, and that was a little mistake. Fine. So your English is good. First.
Thank you, sir.
Your Hindi is good or not, that I have to see, unless you speak or write something in Hindi. But if you have any doubt about the medium, I think even if you are equal in both the languages, you should choose English medium for the main examination. You have the right of choosing Hindi medium for the interview, even if you wrote your mains with English, or vice versa. In main exam, the candidates having English medium do have an upper hand in GS. So better choose English medium for the GS or for the main exam. Maybe for interview, we can decide later which language to be chosen for the interview. But first of all, please understand your English is good. Don't underestimate yourself. And your grammar is particularly very good. Maybe you are making some spelling mistakes, which you are mistakenly saying that the grammatical mistakes are happening. Grammar is different thing. Spellings are different thing. So your grammar is good. And your spellings can only be seen when you write something. Spellings cannot be checked in a verbal communication.
So मेरे से English medium अच्छा रहेगा मतलब उस चीज के लिए.
आप English medium लीजिए मेंस के लिए, तो चिंता मत कीजिए, मस्त रहिए एकदम.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
So another question from Ankush Chaudhary.
Yes, Ankush.
Good afternoon, sir.
आपकी आवाज कम आ रही है, थोड़ा सा तेज बोलना पड़ेगा. ये माइक पास रखो अपने.
Sir.
हाँ, बोलिए.
Sir, my question is same as like Mukesh. My background is also Hindi medium, and I did my UG and PG in English. But sir, UPSC syllabus is very different. That I can read, write, listen English, and I'm comfortable also. बट मतलब सर सिलेबस एकदम डिफरेंट अप्रोच मांगता है सर, तो वो थिंकिंग कैसे डेवलप करे सर यूपीएससी के लिए इंग्लिश में?
Do one thing. Only yesterday we had been brainstorming of this issue. Like I tell you what was the issue. In Prayagraj, that was known as Allahabad 2 years back, we have a center there and we have 3 running batches for English medium there. So when we started the English medium batch, I went for the orientation class. And I had a presumption, when I take Hindi classes, I speak only Hindi with some English words which are technical words, terms. And when I take English medium classes, I have a tendency of speaking only English. I'm not able to mix the languages. I don't have the tendency of mixing the languages. So I started the class in English there. And after the class, or even during the class, some people complained me that we are in the English medium, but we want the classes in Hindi. Then I asked them, then how are you in English medium? And this is the English medium batch. So finally, I came to understand that there is a group of, there are 3 groups. One, Hindi medium, they want the classes in Hindi, they have to write in Hindi. Second, English medium, they want the classes in English, they have to write in English. There is third group, which is huge in numbers. They want to understand in Hindi with English terminology, and they have to write in English in UPSC. So probably you are coming from that group. And yesterday only we had a meeting of all the teachers. So what should be our language policy? In Allahabad, what we do is, all the teachers of English medium, when they teach there, they use almost 60-40, 50-50, 70-30 mix of both languages. They have to tell everything in English and everything in Hindi so that the student is able to comprehend what they are teaching. And the notes are dictated in English, notes are given in English, printed notes, and they do everything in English. So this is the third language policy for us. In this batch, we have decided to keep it only in English because few of the students are from South India, and we cannot mix English and Tamil, English and Telugu, because we don't know Telugu and Tamil. They must be requiring English plus Tamil, English plus Telugu. There are some students from Northeast, and we cannot mix English and Manipuri because we don't know Manipuri. So the students from those regions, they want the classes to be only in English. Students from the Hindi belt, and not all, but many of the Hindi belt students want the classes in Hindi-English mix and the notes in English. So let us start with this batch. Do the classes for 8 to 10 days, and we can have a meeting after that. If some of the students of your class would be wanting to have the classes in English and Hindi mix, what we can do is, we can shift your batch from here to the Prayagraj division, which is again an online batch these days. And almost all the teachers are same. I think out of 8 or 9 teachers, 5 are same teachers. They teach there as well as in Delhi. So the same teachers, while teaching in that batch, will be using Hindi and English both. In this batch, they will be teaching only in English. Notes will be same, everything will be same, except the language policy. And if the number of such students will be very high, then we can think of having some batches in bilingual mode only. But for that matter, you start with this batch. Maybe after 10-15 days, we will take the right decision. We can think of starting few batches in bilingual mode, but we want transparency. Whatever we will be doing, we will be telling in the first class. We don't want to deceive anyone, because we won't be able to listen to the complaints that, sir, we took admission for the English medium batch, but this is the Hindi medium batch or mixed batch. No, we won't do that. If required, we will start another batch very soon, which will be mixed, and all of you who want will be shifted to that batch. That's our headache, not your headache. Just try to focus on these classes for 10-15 days, then we will have the right decision. Georgie, please note down this point. If some of the students have this problem, write down their names, and if the number is adequate, we'll start another batch for them.
Yes, sir.
If the number is very less, we can merge them with the Prayagraj batch so that they are able to understand everything.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Next question.
Sir, we still have around 11 to 12 hands. Right.
See,
So
it's 3:56, and
yes,
I think we can spend 20-25 more minutes. I have another session at 5 o'clock, so we can take some more questions.
Oh, sure. So the next question is from Ritvik.
Ritvik, yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So I have basically two questions. First is like, is philosophy a really bad optional like for UPSC?
Okay.
Because I'm pretty interested in this subject, and my background is from like law and politics. It's a mixed course, so it does not have political science. It has just some theories of political science, and then I'm interested in philosophy.
You have done 5 years law program?
No, it's not a law program. It's BA in Law and Politics from Ambedkar University, Delhi.
Okay, good.
Okay, so it's a BA program, but it's very basic. So the political sciences is not of that level. So is philosophy a good option, because it's pretty interesting to me? So
see, I have taught philosophy for around 10 years for UPSC. My subject was philosophy in UPSC. And having taught for 10 years in Hindi as well as in English medium, I will not recommend you to take philosophy. Because of the simple reason that in Hindi medium, philosophy used to be the best subject till 2011. And that after that, it became so weak that we don't even have a single student of philosophy getting into IAS after 2013-14. In English medium, again in 2006, 7, 8, it performed very well. But since 2008, it has been performing very badly. So I will not suggest you to be a guinea pig and have experiments on you. See, if you are taking this exam with an approach to study, and the selection is just like a bonus, that was my approach. I wanted to study a lot of things. I took new subjects in almost all the attempts so that I could study some more subjects. And selection for me was just a bonus. If I get it, it's fine. Otherwise, I was more happy with being not selected. I got selected in the very first attempt. I did the job for 1 year and then resigned from there, because I'm not a person of that bent of mind who can do such jobs. I'm basically a studying and teaching person, so I came to this field. So if you have the same approach, philosophy is the best subject one should study once in life. But if you are taking UPSC seriously as a competitive exam to get through, then philosophy should be the last choice when nothing else remains. This is as per the present trend. So if you have an interest in philosophy, we can sit sometime in different, we can discuss a lot of things in philosophy, but let's not experiment with our lives.
Sir, I have another question.
Yes.
So if not philosophy, I'm like interested in two other subjects, that's sociology, but it's not very theoretical and there's not much to understand except M.N. Srinivasan there. But the other option I'm considering is Hindi literature. I am from Lucknow, so my Hindi is pretty good, and I've been a student of Hindi till class 10th, and I've scored pretty decent marks there. But sir, problem यही है कि बहुत टाइम से राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस नहीं है, एंड हिंदी लिटरेचर वैसे भी मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगती है एंड मैं पढ़ता रहता हूँ.
देखो, तो in such situation, Hindi literature vis-a-vis sociology in English medium, if I have to give them marking, I would say if you can get 325 marks in Hindi literature, you will get around 315 marks in sociology English medium. Sociology Hindi medium will be somewhere around 275. So Hindi literature is little better than sociology English medium, and you can choose that. And the problem that you have not studied Hindi literature for so many years doesn't make much difference, because you haven't studied sociology any time in your life.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make much difference. In Hindi, I'm the teacher of Hindi literature. I used to teach philosophy as well. Sociology was also my optional subject in first 2 attempts, and all 4 attempts in prelims. I have done masters in sociology as well, UGC NET also. So I have idea of those 3 subjects. In my opinion, Hindi literature should be the best for you, and philosophy should be the worst option for you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Next question is from?
So from Nishant.
Nishant. Yes, Nishant.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Actually, I am in the first year of graduation.
Okay.
So what are the strategies that I have to follow for crack this?
Are you in this batch? You are coming from the?
Yes.
You'll be
Yes,
taking
sir.
classes from tomorrow, and you are in the first year of graduation.
Okay.
So
Yes,
all
sir.
those who are in first or second years of graduation, the only strategy for you is to just listen to the classes properly, maybe twice, and make your own notes. You'll be receiving the first packet with a letter. And in that letter, we have also mentioned what should be your method of studying. Everything in 10 points, we have written everything. I have written those points, how to do that. So just focus on the classes. Ask the questions from the teacher whenever you have any doubts. And maybe in 2 to 3 months or 4 months, you will be able to understand how to write the answers. And even if in 2021, you are able to write 1 or 2 good answers with covering all the topics of the classes, you are at the right track. Nothing more to be done right now.
And one more question, sir. How much time history option are required to prepare actually?
How much? I couldn't get the question properly, but I can have an idea. You probably said how much time do we need to prepare for UPSC, right?
Okay. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Time
History
in
option.
the totality or in one day?
No, sir. In totality.
In totality, if you are a serious student and if you are studying for 10 hours a day almost, I think 1 year before the exam and 6 months during the exam is the minimum time required for this exam.
Yes.
And you can get through in the first attempt. If not in the first attempt, then you always have some more time to study, but 1.5 years should be sufficient.
Sir.
If you have studied for 1.5 years, then anyone's failure should not be attributed to less time availability.
Yes, sir.
Other reasons can be there for that.
But how much time required for history optional preparation actually, sir?
For history optional, I think 6 months with a serious mindset, studying 3 to 6 hours a day. 6 months should be sufficient. With everything prepared, with all the practice of answer writing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
Sir, next question is from Akshay.
Yes, Akshay.
Sir, my name is Akshay Meena, and I am in second year, sir. And I want to choose Hindi literature as an optional subject.
Yes, you can.
So, sir, please give me a right pathway when I want to practice the optional subject preparation.
See, you are in second year, and if you are planning to appear in 2023, I think this is the right time to start Hindi literature. If you want to have classes, you can even take my classes. I teach once in 5 years Hindi literature now. I taught in 2014, then in 19. Maybe I'll teach in 24 again, but otherwise all the pen drive courses and the online classes are available. And that is more than sufficient. You won't have even a single question out of the classes, that I can assure you. And for understanding what is the syllabus in Hindi literature, if you can go to Drishti IAS YouTube channel, you'll find a lecture on Hindi literature, my lecture, that is about the syllabus and approach of studying that. So just watch that video once and you'll understand everything.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So our next question is from Samita.
Yes, Samita.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, my question is from optional subject. I choose for mathematics.
Okay.
For 2020, but the syllabus is too vast. So
Yeah.
if I want to change the subjects, so what it should be?
See, as I told you, mathematics is the highest scoreable optional subject so far. 363 was in the maths only. But it's not for everyone. It's only for those who are very good, exceptionally good and comfortable with mathematics. If you are not one, then you should definitely think for some other subject. And what's your bent of mind? I mean, what kind of subjects you like?
Sir, actually, I don't have any idea about other subjects.
Okay.
I'm from math. I'm doing MSc Mathematics right now. So, but the syllabus is too vast.
When are you planning to attempt to have the first attempt?
Sir, I have given my first attempt last year.
Okay.
But I couldn't clear
Qualify through the prelim. Fine. So now you are planning for 2022?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I wanted you to listen to some classes first. We'll be starting with history, then probably we'll be having polity and geography in the classes. And since I don't know what kind of mindset you have, but if I have to answer this question today only, I think you should try history or political science. These are the subjects which anyone can understand and manage without much problems. So you'll be starting with history tomorrow, or maybe 5 to 10 days, listen to the classes and see if you are in love with the subject or not.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have another question also.
Yes.
Like, what should be the strategy? Like, how much time I should give for my studies? Because I'm not from this background also.
See, ideally, if you are a very good student and a 24/7 student, you don't do anything else, I mean, a job or something else. Ideally, you should study 12 hours a day. But even if you study 12 hours a day, the average, the monthly average will never come to be more than 9 or 10 hours, because there will be 4 to 5 days in a month which will be wasted in something you don't want, or even if you want that.
So minimum I have to give like about 9 hours per day.
For a very serious student, an average of 9 hours is considered to be good. But for making the average of 9 hours, you have to study around 12 hours a day whenever it is possible. But initially, while starting the classes or preparation, I think if you're able to study 8 hours these days, maybe for next 2 months, 8 hours including the classes time, then you should be satisfied that you are on the right track. Gradually, when your interest grows in the subjects, you will automatically study more. And after one time, you will not find time for studies. You will have to find time for other things. You will be studying every time and you'll be finding time for other things. So it will automatically come to 12 hours. It's not to be done consciously.
Yeah, sir. Because I'm not from this background and GS subject in history, it's all too hard for me. It's going to be very hard for me.
It's not very hard. It's very simple for everyone.
Okay, sir.
And background doesn't make much difference. Doesn't make. Because of the fact that in humanities, in most of the colleges and universities, and most of the students, they don't study in the graduation. They just take the degree. So anyone who says, I have a master's in history and you don't have anything in history, you are almost equal. The only difference is that he has 2 papers which claim that he has studied history and you don't have those papers. Nothing else. So don't underestimate yourself and don't be depressed because of this. Everyone is equal, and for studying GS 1 year is more than sufficient. Having the background or not having the background, almost equal.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
So our next question is from Sandeep.
Sandeep, okay, let us start one new thing. In the last class, I did this. So whenever someone asks a question, I ask him or her, where are you from? So anyone who asks a question, please tell where are you speaking from, so that I can have the idea of the locations you are coming from. Sandeep, you are from?
Sir, I am from West Bengal.
Yes,
I am so happy to have a conversation with you. Basically, I have two questions. At first, I am doing graduation with PABAD. I am second year student, and is PABAD good for optional?
PubEd used to be very good. It became very bad. Now, last year, it has again become good. So I think you can try PubEd, not to.
Yes, sir. And the second question is that my optional answer writing skills. I am so bad to write answers for precisely.
We have a very good teacher for PubEd with Drishti IAS. His name is Mr. Ravi Pathak. He has written a book also in PubEd. He will be teaching you polity in this batch, and he will also be starting PubEd optional maybe 2 months after, maybe in July or June. So if you like his polity classes, you can attend his PubEd classes as well, and I'm sure that he will be able to sail you through without any problem.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
So our next question is from Sarvesh.
Sarvesh.
So am I audible?
Yes, you are audible but not visible. You are like God. I cannot see
So
you,
there
but
is
you
a
can
power
see.
cut, that's why the lights are
Okay,
not
no
on.
problem, no problem. What's your question?
So I'm in final year of graduation. I have chosen electrical engineering as an optional. So my question is, since it's a very vast option, I've studied it in graduation. I've done the syllabus, the revision part is there. So how to manage time between the GS and the optional? How many hours I have to devote in a day, and how to divide them between the two?
When are you planning to take the exam?
So in 22.
In 22. Electrical engineering is really a difficult subject. It takes a lot of time, and then again, it doesn't guarantee you very good marks. But yes, it is good. If it's not very good, but still it is good. In my opinion, in 22, if the exam is in June, let us assume the exam is happening in June. Till February 22, you should spend at least 3 hours a day on electrical engineering and 8 to 9 hours on GS.
Okay, sir.
In the last 3 months, the time of optional subject should gradually decrease. In the last 1 month, there should be no time for optional subject. And after the prelims, again, you can have 3 to 4 hours for optional every day and remaining time for GS.
Okay, sir. So I have one more question.
Yes.
So since you told your ethics classes will be live in June or July,
Yes.
so can we take ethics class without having any knowledge of GS
Yes.
portion?
I would request you to take the classes of ethics without having any knowledge. Because once you have a lot of knowledge, then it becomes very difficult for the teacher to manage things. I mean, not in the sense that you will ask a lot of questions. I would love you to ask the questions. But having an inappropriate knowledge makes the things difficult. And in ethics, we don't have very reliable sources. We don't have objective things. So maybe the perceptions will clash again and again, and it will waste a lot of time of all of us. So I would request you, in history, in geography, in science, if you have NCERT readings, it's good. For ethics, please do not read anything before the classes.
Okay, sir.
This is my recommendation to you. Even if you read, I don't have any problem with that, but my recommendation is avoid reading for ethics right now.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Next question is from?
The next question is from Dilbag.
Dilbag. Yes, Dilbag. You are from which place?
I am from Haryana.
Haryana. Can you speak louder? I mean, can you put the mic close to your mouth?
Sir, I am doing my PG in zoology. Sir, is it worth taking zoology and optional subject? My concern is that is it scoring or not?
Zoology is good. Science subjects are generally scoring if you have the potential to score.
Yes, sir.
Science subjects
Sir,
are good.
Sir, I am in confusion between zoology and chemistry.
I'm not the right person to answer this question. In my opinion, both the subjects are good. You have to see which you are good at. In my understanding, in my knowledge, chemistry and zoology both have been performing well in UPSC. There is no problem with any subject. Now you have to decide in which subject you are more comfortable and you will be more able to compete with the best candidates of that subject. So this is your call. Okay. Next question from.
So next question is from Dr. Avinash Kumar Singh Yadav.
Okay, those who have asked the question, they can put down their hands because.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Avinash, and I'm working as assistant professor of economics in Jaunpur districts of UP.
Okay.
Sir, I want to know that what is the success rate of economics as an optional subject?
It's very less. Economics has not been a very good subject, but yes, if a student is very good in economics, then the success rate becomes very good for him. Like
because many people are suggesting me to change my subject, but as far as my preparations are concerned, I have cracked JRF and NET examination and so many states assistant professor examinations. So should I continue with this subject or should I try to
in
choose
your
something
case,
other?
in your case, I would suggest you to take at least one attempt with economics, because people with such a good background in economics do wonders sometimes.
Okay, sir.
Like in Hindi medium, economics is the worst option subject ever. In English medium,
No, sir. My medium is English, sir.
I know that. In English medium, we have even seen some toppers, first rankers from economics. So there is no reason to believe economics is a bad subject. Yes, it is bad in other mediums, maybe Hindi, Tamil, Telugu. Economics doesn't work because all the current material is available in English only. So in your case, I think you should try at least one attempt with economics, and if you find a huge gap between your expectations and the real marks you score, then only you should think of changing the subject. Otherwise, one attempt should be given with the economics.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And sir, also I'm feeling very happy to interact with you, sir. Thank you so much.
You will have many more chances to interact with me. Rather,
Yes,
I will
sir.
have many more chances to interact with you. Next question is from
Parvesh, sir.
Parvesh. Yes, you're Parvesh. Parvesh, where are you from?
Hello, sir. I'm Parvesh. I am from sir North 24 Parganas district in West Bengal, sir.
Okay. This is Parvez, I think.
No, sir. It's Parvesh, sir. P-A-R-V-E-S-H.
Okay. Parvesh.
Yes, sir.
What's your question, Parvesh?
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is actually not directly related to the this course. So actually, it's psychological related. Sir, actually, we know that the duration of this course is 18 months, and we know that we are going to study in mobile phone. And sir, there might be many obstacles or hindrances during our study. That means if we receive a WhatsApp message during a study, it actually make our mind divert. So, sir, how can we make ourselves motivated maximum time so that we can take maximum benefit from this course?
I think few deviations in your age are very just and they should not be taken seriously. If you are using a mobile phone, you must have some good friends. They must be sending you good, humorous and other good messages. You should enjoy them. You should revert to them. That's a part of your life. But if you are very much burdened with the WhatsApp and other social media apps, what I have done, I can tell you that. When I used to be on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on everything. I never tweeted, I never put a post on Instagram, but on Facebook I used to write articles, film criticisms and everything. And I used to have a very good number of followers, around 40,000 or more, I don't remember exactly. So it's a kind of intoxication. You feel very good that 40,000 people are following you and everyone is writing and you are getting in your news feed everything about them. Even when they are eating, when they are taking tea, even that you are coming across. So once I came to understand that this is killing my time, and the false sense of satisfaction that I'm getting from here is not worth. So what I did is I deactivated my account on Facebook. On the same day, I did the same on Twitter, on Instagram, and few more apps. I am only on WhatsApp, and that is because my office works are done mostly on WhatsApp. We have groups, around 300 groups we have in Drishti to manage all affairs. All the concerned people are on the group and we share information through that. So then I had another problem, how to manage WhatsApp, because a lot of people send WhatsApp messages. So what I did is I made 2 WhatsApp accounts, one for my office, one for my personal life. For my personal WhatsApp, I went into the settings and switched off the notifications. Okay. So on my screen, WhatsApp is there, but even if I have received messages, I don't have the voice notifications at all for any app. So I will not listen to any notification that some message has come in any app. So one possibility of distraction gets decreased here. Second, even the notification that you will be seeing on WhatsApp, 10, 20, so many messages are there in your inbox. I have switched off that notification as well. So even if a message comes, I don't know through any means that I have received a message. So it's my choice when I will go on WhatsApp to see the messages. WhatsApp will not tell me the message has come, please come on me. So my office WhatsApp number is on. I receive notifications. I give instant directions, instructions, and suggestions. But in my personal WhatsApp, there are no notifications on. So if you can have such kind of courage to switch off your all social media apps, if you are into gaming and you like gaming, so keep one game alive in your mobile phone, which you love the most, and you can play it 2-3 times. What's the harm in that? But don't have more games. Yes, sir. And I think this can be managed. I have seen many people who manage this. After some time, in initial maybe 10-20 days, you will be feeling very difficult. But again, once it becomes a habit, then there is no problem in it. So try to do this. Whenever you
I have another question, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, we used to follow different IS officers as well as IPS officers during our preparation to boost our motivation. Actually, we used to see their videos or their pictures. Sir, but actually, there are many instances where we get actually demoralized when we see there are many political interferences are there in their life. Whatever they want to do, suppose they have an idea in their mind during the preparation that they will do something when they will able to make it or they will able to clear it, and they have actually they have got a post to implement that idea, but they had faced many political problems. Then, as you all know that, sir, I am from West Bengal, and there are many political interferences going on right now in my state.
Yes.
So, sir, I used to think about that, sir. मतलब सर क्या होता है, मतलब सर इतना मुश्किल से तैयारी करो, मतलब क्लियर करो, फिर सर मतलब जो करना चाहे, जो दिमाग में रहता है, we did not able to implement that, sir.
See, first of all, you have to understand that even after you become an IAS officer, you are not above the Constitution of India.
Oh, that's right.
You have to work under the Constitution. And in this Constitution, we have a parliament, we have state legislative assemblies, we have Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers in center, we have Council of Ministers in states. And you have to work according to the policies made by the parliament and the state legislative assemblies or the state legislatures. So first of all, you are not absolute. You have to work under the Constitution, under the laws, under the rules and regulations made by them. Secondly, they are not always wrong. They are the real representatives of people, and in a democracy, people's representatives are to be respected.
Yes, sir, that's possible.
Until they want you to do something unconstitutional. Fine. Thirdly, political pressures in some sense are good. They get the best out of you. They test you, but if you are a good and hardworking and a strong personality, you come out of it. Fourthly, you get a lot of political pressures in the initial years of your working. But as soon as the message spreads that you are a tough person and you are not going to compromise with your honesty and integrity, you'll find that the amount of pressures decrease gradually or even very fast manner. And after some years, you won't receive any phone call from any minister because they already have an idea about you. And I know many such people. I have at least 100 friends who are in IAS or IPS, and they share their personal thoughts with me, personal feelings with me. What I can do is I can make you available through Zoom some interactions with IAS and IPS officers who can give you better answer to this question. But in my opinion, pressures don't make big difference if you are a strong personality.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry for them. And public representatives should have some power in the democracy, and they should have the right to ask you to do some things which are good in their perception for the people. But again, if the pressure is for doing something unconstitutional or illegal, you have sufficient security from the Constitution. There is one article in the Constitution, Article 312. Just read the article today only, 312. Okay. And 311 as well. These articles give you a lot of security. Even the Prime Minister of India or the Chief Minister of West Bengal can remove you from your service. You have such kind of protection. Okay, they can remove you only if there are objective reasons which can be explained in the court of law. Otherwise, no one in this country has the power to remove you from the service which you have earned with so much difficulties. So such power you have. And again, you won't be able to do everything after becoming an IAS officer, but you will be able to do at least that much. That will be satisfactory for you as a human being after becoming an IAS officer. Don't expect to change the history in one day, but at least you will be able to change the history of a district if you work very hard. That is for sure.
So thanks, but not the last, sir. I am your biggest fan, sir. I just love your lectures, sir, in YouTube. I actually feel motivated from yourself, sir. I think you are not from this galaxy. I think you are altogether from another galaxy.
I'm not from this galaxy. Great. Thank you. Thanks for
okay, thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Yes, Georgie, what's the next question?
So the next question is from Mayur.
Mayur, you're from which state?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Mayur Gajanan Arkar and I am from Buldana district of Maharashtra.
Okay.
Sir, my question is about optional subject. And
yes.
I am thinking about agricultural optional. But whenever I search about this optional on YouTube and other platforms like Google and other, I am unable to find material and proper guidance. Therefore, I am still confused about this optional, sir.
In agriculture, you won't easily find any guidance and the material because no one has done that. You find good guidance and material only in the subjects in which some good teacher has worked very hard. In agriculture, it hasn't happened so far. So if you want to pursue agriculture, you have to study hard. You have to do everything on your own. You won't be getting any concrete material or guidance from somewhere. But I think Marathi literature can also be a good option for you. Try to think about it. And if you have good teachers in Mumbai or Pune, at least speak to them once. Maybe Marathi literature can help you. If not that, and if you are very good in English, then maybe political science or anthropology can help you. Agriculture is also a good optional subject, but you won't get good and easy guidance in that. You will have to pave your way by yourself.
Sir, I am not good in English, sir. Therefore, I am unable to choose this optional. I am thinking about agricultural optional and Marathi literature. So
if you are good in Marathi, then you should choose for Marathi medium in IAS main examination. Marathi medium is also a very good option. You study in English or Hindi, whatever language you want, and you can write in Marathi. Many students take this approach. And if you're good in English, then English medium is fine, perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. So next question is from Anup. Georgie?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Anup, what's your question?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good
I'm
evening.
sorry, sir. I'm in my office.
No problem. Your boss should be worried with that. Why should I?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So my question is that, sir, I'm a PG. Hello, I'm a masterate student, sir. And for the last 2 years, I was preparing for CDS and AFCAT, and I passed the exams. But in SSB, I can't qualify, so I don't want to leave as it is. So I'm preparing for the IAS. So,
Okay.
sir, what should be my strategy for this, sir?
You are doing
Means
masters in
So I done my masters in MCOM.
MCOM.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And optional, have you chosen a subject?
Sir, till now I have not chosen. I am thinking for the geography, sir.
Geography is fine. If you are comfortable with the subject, it's fine. And we also have a very good teacher of geography who will be teaching the optional subject maybe after 1 or 2 months. So after listening to his GS classes, if you find love towards geography, then you can think for that.
Sir, the problem is, means as you said that you have to spend at least 12 hours a day, as I am working also. So could you please help me in this?
That was only for those who are 24/7 students.
Okay,
That was
sir.
not for working professionals.
Okay,
For
sir.
working professionals, see, I'm telling you very interesting thing. All the working professionals should listen to this very carefully. You'll be surprised to know that working professionals have better success rate in UPSC than those who are not working professionals. This seems to be very surprising, but this is true. And this is true because of 2-3 reasons. One, when you know you have less time, you use every moment of time seriously. So working professionals have a tendency of using every bit of their time very seriously. Maybe you will have 4 to 5 hours a day, maybe 6 hours sometimes, or maybe weekends you can have some more time. But your usage of per second will be far, far better than general students who are only studying. Secondly, when you work somewhere, your maturity level becomes higher. And in UPSC mains and UPSC interview, your maturity pays a lot. That maturity gets reflected in your answers. You won't know that it's being reflected, but the examiners are very much able to understand that you are a mature person, relatively mature person. So maturity pays. Thirdly, having so much diverse experiences of working, your ability of retaining things, comprehending things, understanding things very quickly becomes higher. And that helps you a lot in interview. Okay, I give you an example. Maybe this will help all the working professionals. I remember a student of mine. I will not take his name. He was working as an SDM in a state, in a Hindi-speaking state. I mean, he was from the PCS service and was selected as a PCS officer and was serving as the SDM. He never attempted for UPSC, never thought of UPSC. And when he was very close to his last attempt in UPSC, then he talked to me, came to meet me and said, I have only one attempt and I have never taken any attempt for UPSC and I don't have time. I'm working as SDM. I won't be getting leaves from the service. Is there any possibility that I can crack UPSC exam? So I told the same thing, that if you are working, you will probably be better placed in this exam. Don't worry. He took the optional public administration on my advice. In Hindi medium, I never advise any person to take public administration, but I advised him because he had been working in public administration only, SDM. And I told him that you have to write your answers from the situations you have seen. Don't write the answers written in the book. Write the answers which you have found in your work life, in paper 2 especially. And he did the same thing. And you'll be surprised to know that he scored a level of marks in UPSC in optional subject which no one has ever scored. It is around 2009-10. It was around 2009-10 when we used to have 2 optional subjects. The other optional subject he had done in his graduation or post-graduation. And the public administration, when very good students used to score around 280 marks out of 600, he scored around 400 marks. And he got into proper IAS. He's an IAS officer now. And when people asked him, he came to our institute as well to take some lectures. And when students asked him, how did you score so well? He gave the very honest answer. I wrote the answers which I found in the field, not the answers which I got in the books. I didn't even read the books properly. This is what you achieve when you are working somewhere. You get the insights, which insights cannot be given to anyone through the books. So first of all, the working professionals, I will request you not to be demotivated, not to be discouraged. You have lesser time, but you have the ability of making that lesser time into the relatively more time, and that can be easily done. So give 5 to 6 hours a day, average 5 hours. If you are able to manage, I think that should be sufficient, not to be worried for that.
And sir, just one more question, sir. So as I said, I'm planning to take the geography as my optional subject. So yes. According to you, sir, I just want to know, so which is the least covering subject, sir? Means which the subject which has less time to get prepared, sir.
I understood. In that sense, sociology can be a good option, however. That takes only 3 months around. Geography is a long subject. It will take around 7 to 8 months.
Okay, sir.
In that sense, for working professionals, a subject, while choosing the subject, there should be a parameter that it should consume less time. In this sense, sociology is best out of the 5 subjects I have told you. So better go for sociology. Okay. Next question is from Mr. Abir Jamwal.
Yes, sir.
Georgie. Yeah. I knew only one Jamwal so far. Now you are the second Jamwal. You know the name of that hero who's from Jamwal?
So Vidyut Jamwal.
Yes, Vidyut Jamwal. Yes, Abir. What's your question?
So my question was related to optional subject again.
Okay.
I wanted to know how law is an optional subject.
Law is good. If you are good in law, it is good for you.
I'm a finally law student. That's why I want to know if I can actually pursue it.
Being a law student doesn't necessarily mean that you are good at law. What I want to say is, if you are genuinely good at law, law should be a good optional subject for you.
Right.
I have also done LLB, but I'm not a good student of law.
Right.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Omkar, I think you are the next person. Please ask.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm from Pune. I have 2 questions.
Yes.
As I'm giving my first attempt in 2023, okay. So when I should start my optional preparation, I'm decided for political science and international relations.
Wait for 3 to 4 months. At least the polity segment should get completed in the general studies. After that, you should start political science.
Yes, sir. And my one more question is, as I'm admitted in IGNOU, So is there is any impact of Open University on in an interview or somewhere in the UPSC exam?
There is no impact of anything if you are able to answer it.
Okay,
Even
sir.
if you failed, even if you failed in some class, that doesn't make any impact if you have a good answer for that. There is a video on YouTube channel. You are from Pune. Only in Maharashtra, we have a very good officer there who is working as a DIG in Mumbai, Mr. Manoj Sharma.
Yes, sir.
He was also the SSP at Kolhapur, which is very close to your Pune city. And he got failed in 12th class, properly failed in 12th class. And finally, he became an IPS officer. And a good amount of time in his interview was about his failure in 12th class only. So my bottom line is, if you have a good answer for anything, that will not hurt you in the interview. And IGNOU is not a bad thing. If you are pursuing your studies from IGNOU, that's not a bad thing. What's bad about it?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so don't worry for this. I have seen many students, they are afraid of, I don't know what kind of questions, they're afraid of a lot of remote possibilities that if that happens to me, what will happen? Nothing.
Actually, when I'm admitted to IGNOU, the first question come in mind, is it UPSC accepts it or not? So it's open university. So I'm confusing about that, and that will pressure on my mind.
Okay, I tell you one more example. The name of the person is Rahul Kumar. He's an IAS officer in Bihar cadre. Was my student of mine. He has done even his graduation from IGNOU and then PG from IGNOU.
Yes,
and
sir.
he got into IPS in the very first attempt and IAS in the next attempt. There are many people from IGNOU who are into IAS. Don't worry for that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Mr. Teja Reddy, you want to ask something?
Yes, myself Teja, and I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
I just want to know, do we offer anthropology optional from Drishti family?
Right now we don't have that, but we are in serious talks with a very good teacher of anthropology. Maybe in 3 to 4 months we will be starting that. Right now, which we have, one is political science. One is history, one is geography, one is public administration, one is sociology. Hindi literature is always there. We always had that. And we are looking for anthropology as well, maybe in 4 to 5 months.
Okay, sir.
But if we come up with an option, we don't make compromises. If we have the best faculty, best notes only, then we'll start.
Okay.
Otherwise not. Okay. You are from which district of Andhra Pradesh?
Kadapa, sir.
Kadapa. Okay. Ilam Riaz, you are from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You are from?
I'm living in Jodhpur, Rajasthan.
Okay.
Sir, my question is about optional.
Yeah.
I've done masters in botany.
Okay.
So, and geography also interests me.
Okay.
So I'm confused about these two, botany or geography.
I think both the subjects have a good scoring ability in UPSC. The subject you are in true love with should be your option subject.
Sir, both are scoring, botany and geography.
You will listen to more stories about geography because geography is a general subject and a lot of people choose that.
Yes.
Botany cannot be chosen by anyone. Botany can be taken only by a person who has done masters in botany. I mean, that is not a rule, but that is an unwritten rule. So the stories about botany will be less seen in the internet, but botany in itself is a very good subject. And if you are genuinely good in botany, I think you can take it. So if you are more interested in botany, it's fine. But geography has one advantage, that it will help you in general studies more than botany.
Yes, sir.
So if you are having almost equal interest in both the subjects, geography will help in GS. That can be a better strategy.
So geography is better option.
In the sense that it will help you in GS.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Miss Rupal Verma, you are from which place? Your mic is switched off. Yes.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm from Lucknow, UP.
Lucknow. Yeah.
So my question is regarding the optionals.
Hmm.
I'm confused about Hindi literature and law as an optional.
In these two options, Hindi literature is relatively better than law. I think you will get around 10 more marks in Hindi literature than in law and English medium. Generally, this is the perception about these subjects. But again, if you are in true love with law, then law should be your option subject. If you are confused and you are not in love with any subject, then Hindi literature will definitely help you.
So actually, I was preparing for 3-year LLB entrance, but I couldn't appear in the test due to pandemic situation. So that's why I have a little idea about law as a subject.
LLB entrance, preparation for the LLB entrance is not exactly the law.
Yes.
So that will not help you in law. And law, I will not suggest anyone who doesn't have a degree in law. I mean, there are some rare people who not having law degree have chosen law optional and have qualified as well. But that is very rare. If you have done law from a good university with a genuine interest, only then the question of selecting law as the optional comes, otherwise not. So don't go for law. It will be very difficult for you. You know, there are 30 papers in LLB. I have done LLB. I know 30 papers you have to pass in LLB. And almost all that syllabus is there in UPSC. It's not easy. So if you have not done law or not done law with seriousness, I don't think that is a good choice.
Sir, and how many months for preparation of Hindi literature should be taken?
If you are giving around 5 to 6, take around 4.5 months. It's not a lengthy option. It's not a very crisp or very small option. It's an average option subject as far as the time is concerned. It is good in the sense that it will give you good marks. It will give you the ability to score good marks. And it's very interesting. You will enjoy studying Hindi literature. You don't feel like studying when you study Hindi literature or any literature.
So I've always been interested in Hindi literature.
Then it will give you a sense of enjoyment every time.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Most welcome. Mr. Harsh. Mr. Harsh, are you listening to me? Yes, Mr. Girish, till that time you can ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am from Alwar.
Okay.
My question is that, sir, I completed my studies in English medium.
Okay.
I can understand English very well, but I cannot speak English fluently.
But you are speaking English and you are saying you cannot speak English in English.
Sir, I face some problems, sir.
No, there's no problem. The only problem is in your mind that you have a perception that you cannot speak English. That is the only problem.
And sir, my second question is that after completing my 12th, I dropped my studies for 2 years.
Okay.
And now I started my studies continue. Sir, I faced so many problems because at that time I left my studies. I cannot touch even a single book. So now, अब सर थोड़ा पढ़ने में problem आती है सर.
What happened in the past had happened in the past. So leave it. So you could not continue your studies for 2 years. That phase is gone. Now focus on your studies, and if you are able to study around 4 to 5 hours a day at least, I think you can be a serious candidate for the UPSC. As far as the English is concerned, the level of English speaking that you have is adequate even for the UPSC interview. I know many people who cracked into IAS or IPS and who used to speak the English the way you are speaking. That's not an issue at all. They don't judge you by your accent, they judge you by the answers you have. And the language is just a medium to convey what you want to convey. And I think that you are able to convey. And you will be giving interview maybe after 2-3 years. And by that time, your language will also improve. So that is nothing to worry. And sometimes we are so much discouraged by our own thoughts about ourselves. This is a concept of self. If the concept of self is not good, your performance, your productivity becomes so weak that it will let you down everywhere. So don't underestimate yourself. Your English is at par with many selected candidates in UPSC and can be better than even many of them.
So, sir, I want to build up my self-confidence.
That will come automatically. Self-confidence does not come by conscious efforts of making self-confidence. As soon as someone tells you that I am trying to build your self-confidence, it will not help you. It will develop unconsciously, gradually, automatically. Try to study hard, start writing answers. When you'll write a very good answer, and the first comment, if you get that the answer is very good, the self-confidence automatically comes. It doesn't come by choice or by efforts.
Yes.
Okay. So don't worry for anything, and your English is very good, and you couldn't study for 2 years, doesn't make at all any impact in the UPSC.
Thank you, sir.
They are interested in your exam, in your performance in the exam, not in your past. Okay. Right. Mr. Saurabh.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, my question is regarding career in teaching, especially regarding UPSC. See, situation is, sir, I am 28 and a half years and currently working with Haryana government as junior engineer. And I don't like my job much.
Okay.
So I just want to give best attempts available to me to the full extent, and later on I want my career switched to teaching in UPSC.
If you are giving UPSC with full heart, then why are you thinking about any other career?
In case if I fail in these attempts.
In case, we will see to it. A lot of options are there in UPSC field, so you will get at least some option. But right now you think only about the UPSC, and you will definitely get into at least any service. Don't worry for that.
Thank you, sir.
Better would be that along with taking UPSC exam, you can take some state PCS exam, and that is very close to, I mean, the nature of the papers are very much similar. And even if you get into UPPCS or RAS or Haryana Public Services, SDM or DYSP post, that is a very good career. So teaching should be the third choice. Second choice should be PCS exams, and first choice should be UPSC exam.
Yes, sir. Because in terms of interest and in terms of earning wise also, both interest these things.
Teaching, see, in UPSC teaching, it's almost, I mean, it's not very easy to get into this career, and you must be seeing some teachers who are very popular and in your perception who are very rich also. This is like trying and willing to be Madhuri Dixit and Akshay Kumar after seeing their some films. So it's not very easy. If you have a teaching aptitude, if you have very good conceptual clarity on things, and the delivery mechanism is so good that you are able to convey exactly what you want to tell, then you can have a very good career in teaching. But again, in this field also, out of maybe 100 aspirants, only 2 or 3 shine. So don't take it so lightly. But yes, once having prepared for UPSC wholeheartedly, there is a good possibility of choosing this as a career. It's a good possibility.
Okay.
But that should be not your focus right now. Your focus should be to get into IAS.
Yes, my primary focus is that only. But in case if I fail, then
in case that can be done, definitely.
Okay.
Dr. Pavan Shaina, engineer Pavan Shaina. Can you switch on your camera if the internet is good? Yes.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Actually, currently I'm in engine of a train. That's why some network problem is there.
Okay. You belong to which place?
Basically, my native place is Bihar, but currently I'm posted in Indian Railway in Odisha, in Sambalpur district.
Fine.
So my question was about the online classes of the optional. Since the GS Foundation online class has been launched by DRISTI IS, is very useful for us like professionals. So is the DRISTI is going to launch any optional subjects like sociology online classes?
Yes. I told you. I told everyone in the last question. We have the teachers for 4 options right now: history, geography, public administration, and sociology. We will be launching all these subjects maybe in 2 months online. Along with that, we are trying to have an understanding with a very good teacher in anthropology, maybe also political science. I'm looking for 2 good teachers, one in political science, one in anthropology. Other 4 we already have. And Hindi literature we have. So we will be having 7 optional subjects, most probably in next 4 to 5 months. And 4 plus 1 Hindi in next 2 months.
That's why I asked, so that I will wait 2 or 3 months.
You can prepare your optional subject while sitting in the train engine, don't worry.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome. Ragine, your name is Ragine?
Sir, it's almost 4:55. We'll take 2 more students, Ragini and Rahul. Is that okay, sir?
Ragini, Rahul, and Komal last.
Yes.
Now Lakshya has also raised his hand. Okay, last 4 questions. No more questions. Lakshya is the last entry. Mr. Somnath, I'm sorry. Lakshya is the last entry now. Yes, Ragini is your name.
Sir, it's Ragini, or your spelling mistake.
Okay.
So, hello, sir. Basically, मेरा आपने अभी cover किया actually working professional वाला भी. तो ideally मेरा case है कि ये मेरा first and last दोनों attempt है.
Okay.
So I have been working for quite a long time, and मेरा ये passion था तो मुझे एक बार देना था और मेरे को पूरी seriousness के साथ देना है. तो considering कि ये मेरा last attempt है, मेरा choice of subject for optional is anthropology.
Okay.
और आपने बोला कि वो launch होगा थोड़े समय में. और since मेरे पास time कम है, तो क्या मुझे sociology लेके पढ़ाई start कर देनी चाहिए?
What has been your background of studies?
Sir, I am an engineer by graduation, and I am a MBA graduate.
You are?
MBA graduate by post graduation.
And you are working in a private company?
Yeah, I was working with Flipkart, and prior to that, I've worked with Cognizant.
So right now, are you working or you have left?
No, sir, not right now. I have consciously chosen to.
So you have sufficient time, at least in the terms of a day, hours in a day. And your last attempt is in 22.
Yeah.
So I think sociology can be a good choice.
Okay.
Or political science if you have interest in that.
Political science का मतलब मेरे को दोनों ही subjects का पता नहीं है. Anthropology में मेरा थोड़ा interest इसलिए कि मैं उसकी तरफ पढ़ती रही हूँ. तो
anthropology and sociology are almost similar subjects with the difference in approach. I mean, in anthropology, more focus is on tribal studies than on village and urban studies. In sociology, proportion is more tilted towards cities, countries, villages than tribes. Both the subjects have a basic nature that they have to study the human societies.
Okay.
So if you are interested in anthropology, there is no reason that you won't be interested in sociology. Sociology should be the best choice for you, considering that you have only 1 year. So go.
And sir, एक question और था. To start answer writing, आपने बोला कि रोज daily level पे one should practice answers. So when is the right time जहाँ पे मतलब क्योंकि अभी course start होगा तो पता नहीं है कि हम लोग कब तक पढ़ने के उसमें आएंगे. तो कब से मतलब आंसर राइटिंग इफेक्टिवली स्टार्ट कर देनी चाहिए?
Maybe after 7 days you should write first answer, and maybe after one segment is completed you should write your first very good answer.
And sir वो question मतलब क्लासेस से ही आएगा या हमें खुद?
क्लास से ही आ जाएगा. And You will receive a lot of notes and books, which will also be mentioning a lot of questions.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you. Same to you. Rahul, पूछिए.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah. You are
sir,
from?
It's first of all, sir, I'm from Ranchi, Jharkhand.
Okay.
Sir, it's an honor to talk to you live.
Thank you. It's honor to me as well.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask you that, sir, I am a student of Delhi University. I am doing my graduation, sir, from English honors course.
Which college?
Sir, sir, Satyavati College.
Okay.
Sir, sir, choosing English as an optional subject will be beneficial for me or not?
Maybe, may not be, because in English literature you won't be having any guidance. I know only one person so far who is into IAS and who took attempt from English literature. That is around 19 years back. And she is in Bihar cadre only. Okay, I'm talking about the girl Bandana Preshi, you must be knowing. She is a very famous IAS officer. She was a student with Drishti. She had English literature and philosophy. In philosophy, she was a student of Drishti. After that, I have never listened about any officer who chose English literature. Maybe there should be some, but I don't know. So in English literature, you don't get any guidance from anywhere or the study material.
Okay.
So if you are comfortable with that, otherwise, as a subject, it is good.
Sir, so you only guide me, sir, which subject to choose as optional?
Which attempt you are looking at?
Sir, 23 or 24 maybe, sir. Mainly 23.
I think political science should be the best choice for you.
Okay, sir.
Because
sir,
it will help you in GS a lot.
Yes, sir. So will I be managing my, sir, college timings and, sir, district class timings as well?
Right now, you should focus only on the GS classes because you have sufficient time. And once the GS is completed, or maybe 6-7 months of GS are completed, then you can think of starting optional subject.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can do the optional when you have 2 or 3 months holidays in the college. At that time, you can do the optional subject.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Miss Komal.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You are from?
Sir, I'm from Haryana, Karnal district.
Okay.
Sir, my doubt is regarding optional subject. What to choose among sociology, Hindi literature, or maths? I'm maths teacher. I'm working professional. I have less time to prepare for UPSC, but sir, I want to score more in less time.
If you want to score more in less time, see, if you have dealt with maths at the same level which UPSC wants you, then maths is the best choice without any doubt. But again, for maths, I always say 2 things. Maths is the best subject for the ones who are best in maths.
Sir, I have also another doubt. My English is not so good. So I have one doubt that you have 2 courses in Hindi and English.
Yeah.
But I want a bilingual course.
You start with this course and...
But not so good in English.
No, that is fine. Our teachers will not use difficult English. If you are able to understand what I am saying, this is the level we will be using in the classes. We won't use very difficult English. And if that will not work, maybe we'll start a bilingual batch and that will shift your admission to that batch. Not to worry. Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much.
And subject again, if you are very good in maths, then take maths. And if you have limitations in your language, even then maths will help you, because in maths, language doesn't work much.
Yes.
So maths can be a good choice in that sense also.
Okay, so thank you very much.
So the last question is coming from Mr. Laksh Bharadwaj. You have the honor of asking the last question, and you are the showstopper of this class.
Thank you so much, sir, and a very good evening to you. So, sir, I am basically a working professional. So I just need to know whether sociology or the political science be the best fit for me, and what time does it take to lead the course, and what coaching or other materials that I can refer. And before that, I would like to add that I belong to Delhi, and I am living in the Northeast district of Delhi.
Northeast?
Northeast Delhi.
Northeast Delhi. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm of 27 years of age, and this will be my first attempt of the UPSC. And yeah, this is it.
See, out of sociology and political science, sociology takes less time,
Okay.
but it helps less in GS.
Okay.
Political science takes more time, but it helps more in GS. I mean, paper 2. Out of 250 marks of paper 2, at least 200 are covered through political science. And maybe some parts of paper 4 ethics. So, if you can manage, I mean, sociology can be done in 3 months. Political science takes around 5 months. But again, when you spend 2 more months, you get equivalent benefits in GS, in mains especially, and also in prelims. So if you ask me, my suggestion would be that you go with political science.
Okay.
But considering 2022 as your serious attempt, not 21.
Yeah.
22 can be managed. We do not have political science so far. Maybe we can have in 3-4 months. We'll announce. Even if we don't have, you can choose some other coaching institute for political science.
Okay. So as I said that I'm as a working professional, right? So I need to manage some time. Like I have to manage GS and optional subject as well. So both can be done in that period of time, just to aim 2022.
See, the beauty of political science is the paper 2 is IR, which is a part of GS as well.
Okay.
Paper 1, part 2 is Indian Constitution and Polity, which you otherwise also study in Polity and Governance. Only first part of paper 1, which is of political thinkers, should be new for you.
Okay.
You have to study Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Lasky, J.S. Mill, and a lot of thinkers, Marx, Engels, Hegel, and some Indian thinkers, Kautilya, Shukracharya, like.
Okay.
So this is new. And if you are able to handle this part in 1 month, I think all other parts will be taken care of in the GS only. And even with the knowledge of GS, you can try in the UPSC mains. You can try.
One last question. So I'm a little bit worried about the second regional language subject as well. Like I do not know, like what's the standard of that paper of the regional language?
It's a very below standard paper. There is no standard of this paper. If you are able to write Hindi, then it's fine. You'll get through. This is
so basically my education is done in Hindi and English only.
This is just to check whether you have some idea of Hindi or not. Nothing else. It's very easy.
Okay.
Just have the printout or download the papers of previous years and you will understand how easy it is.
So is there anything or any subject? Okay, sorry to interrupt you.
I mean, for that paper, you are not even supposed to waste half an hour of your life. This is that easy.
Okay. All right. So this is it from my side. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Same to you. So, Georgie, is it completed?
Yes, sir. We are done with the session. We have taken quite a few questions as well.
One more hand is visible to me. So, Mr. Harsh is here. What's the time now?
It's 5:10.
5:10. So, what should we do?
Take a last one.
Okay. Harsh, now you are the showstopper. What's your last question?
Sir, good evening, sir. First of all,
can you switch on your camera? I don't feel comfortable in talking to anonymous.
Network is dot.
Okay. Then it's fine. What's your question?
So my question is that suppose if I fill up the form in 2024, but due to some reasons I couldn't appear in exam, then it will reduce my attempt. Or
no. It will not be counted as your attempt unless and until you go there and fill up the sheet of attendance.
Okay, sir. And my second question is that I am the student of technical background, so which is best optional subject for me, sir?
Maybe anthropology, maybe geography, and any subject for that matter. Technical background makes you eligible for some more subjects, but it doesn't make you ineligible for any subject. So if you are from technical background, you have more options available to you. It's not like you have only few option subjects. I mean, a student with the background of history cannot think of taking mechanical engineering, but a student of mechanical engineering can think of taking mechanical engineering as well as history. So being from a technical background gives you more opportunities of choosing the option subject. It doesn't limit your options. Okay. So don't worry for that. Everything will be good for you. So I think this is the right time to say you goodbye, and you'll be starting the classes from tomorrow, 11:30. And those classes will not be on Zoom. So you will be able to see the teacher. The teacher will not be able to see you. So ask your questions through WhatsApp and answers will be given in the next class. And whenever required, I will again come to meet you. And if there is any requirement, and in ethics, we'll keep meeting. I'll be taking almost all the syllabus of ethics. So see you soon. And thanks for making this session a very lively session. Your questions were so good that I enjoyed more than you in this class. Thanks a lot and goodbye.
Thank you, sir.